Hey guys, we're back. Oh,
You already showed the intro.
Already fucking up here.
What episode is this?
Yeah.
Playing these games. That's it.
That's all.
I haven't played the second one. I'm still beating, almost beating the first one.
You've been halfway for like 3 years.
You're not gonna
Yeah.
finish that game.
I just
so.
watched somebody play Last of Us for me, so I was like, that counts.
That doesn't count as playing.
Yeah, it counts. I watched
No,
the whole thing.
Oh, no. You didn't play the game. You watched someone play the game.
You played
Don't,
it.
don't be these frauds that
played
be out
through
here on YouTube.
Yeah, I
and-
played it.
Oh,
too.
I beat a game. Let me review it because I watched it. That's not how it goes.
Played in spirit.
He had the controller like this, and he's like, "Yeah."
It's like, back in the day whenever you had like say a little brother or little cousin watching you, right? And they wanted to play with you, but you were playing Zelda, and you gave them the other remote and tell them like, dude, you're the bad guys, bro. Oh my god, look at that. And you just pretended for an hour and they were like super happy.
I did that to my little brothers all the damn time.
I think I did that to Ray or Lou a couple times.
Like, dude, I was like, I was so happy.
Yeah. I don't think they caught on until very late.
Yeah, after I came to the United States. Shit.
What's gonna be the first topic of tonight?
Well, it's I think I'm sharing the screen, right? So Pokemon
Yeah.
Unite. Let's get this trash heap out of the way.
Oh, what? Where?
Pokemon
Right.
Unite for everyone right here.
Well, you're not sharing it on the stream though.
I am right now.
Well, I'm sharing it with everyone.
There you go.
There you go. You got it, Ray?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead, guys.
Everybody's got phones, right?
Yeah. Don't pull a blizzard out here.
No, I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I mean,
I personally don't think it's bad. To be honest, it's
they just. I mean, like people say they had a blizzard moment. Okay, so if you don't know what Pokemon Unite is, it's like essentially a baby MOBA, where it's just like it's not as complex as League of Legends or Heroes of the Storm or Smite or whatever, but it's still a MOBA in the sense that it's meant for. You still have the same 3 lanes. You still have to attack across the lanes, etc. Well, you have 2 lanes in the jungle, I believe. And you just play a Pokemon. People say they pulled what was it called? A BlizzCon moment when they revealed when people were expecting Diablo Remaster or Diablo 4.
Uh-huh.
And I don't see that. I mean, Pokemon Sword and Shield just came out. It hasn't even been a year.
Yeah.
I mean, they released a Pokemon game. I mean, I don't know what else you would
Hold on,
expect.
what were people expecting from this though?
Yeah. I think
New
that's
Pokemon game? A mainline Pokemon game?
I don't think they were expecting a mainline. I think they were expecting a remake of like maybe a Go version, and that's what people were expecting.
A
They were
gold again?
yeah.
Pokemon Go 2, that's what you're saying?
So
No, I don't want a second gold remake. I want Diamond Pearl.
You say
So-
that, but it did sell.
What-
And
what happened was that and during the last like Nintendo announcement, because it's not a direct, right? When they announced the Crown Tundra, the background had a lot of things, a lot of like plushies that kind of indicated Pokemon Go Gold and Silver, right? Probably Pokemon Go Umbreon, Go Espeon, and they also had like Diamond and Pearl plushies. So everybody was speculating like crazy. So in a way, the community kind of burned itself, right? Because they were just expecting way too much, right? And then, this came out, and I think like Andre says, we all have phones, and we're all gonna try it. I mean, I brush my teeth with Pokemon for crying out loud.
Yo, Pokemon Smile is the new team, bro.
Have you been doing it,
Yeah, 7 times.
Oh
Only
my
caught 4
gosh.
Pokemon.
Oh my God.
dude?
I haven't witnessed that yet.
You don't see me in the morning. That's
I
right.
ain't trying that. I ain't doing no Pokemon
It's really
Smiles.
fun though. It's
I ain't
really
doing that.
fun. It is fun.
I
Gosh,
don't give a
the only thing
damn.
God to do is Pokemon X if they ever come out.
Yeah, the cool part about this is that it has crossplay between Switch and phone. At least that's what it seems like.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Other than that, actually, I don't understand why people be upset. I mean, they just released the main line. They just released DLC for that main
Yeah,
line.
like
Yeah.
And they're gonna release more DLC for it later. You want them to make another game in the middle of that? Like, it's not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm-
a lot of people forget that the DLC is in replacement of a second version of Sword and Shield.
that's pretty much what it is.
They forget
Exactly.
that the second part's coming out in November, where usually that slot is reserved for another Pokemon release title.
And then on top of
I
that,
just-
if that DLC turned out to be garbage, they'd be like, "Oh, they took resources to make this other game. They should have made this DLC better." It was like,
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
I think they should have allocated the presentation into the first one and then made Pokemon Snap its own thing. Like,
yeah.
that would caught people off guard, and I don't think anybody would have had been in uproar with Pokemon Company, but because NetEase and Tencent is part of this, this collaboration, and this isn't geared towards us, even though there's an English, trailer, it's geared towards the Chinese market because this is, just a League of Legends for Pokemon or Diablo, and that is so popular in China that this isn't geared or pushed towards us. It's just like, hey, this is this thing that we have. We're just showing you. All right, but this is more for the Chinese market.
Yeah,
Right.
but it was like, but if you like it, we could just put it here. If you like it, basically,
Right.
Yeah,
Same.
but I think
They
the
always
way
do,
that
just make it for everybody.
they're gonna make it for everyone. Don't you, Chris? That's
Yeah, that's what they do. They just make it for everybody. Say, hey, has a game, has a language patch for every region. There's crossplay. Boom, you're done. Like,
Right.
I think the game is complete. I mean, it's gonna be it's always difficult to adapt Pokemon to something, to a brand new gaming style, right? It happened before when they did Mystery Dungeon, but everybody ended up loving those games.
That's what it is. Like, they always end up taking, like, you take a look at this picture you show right there. You start off as a Charmander, you could go up to a Charizard. That's great, right? You had the same thing with Mystery Dungeon. You start off as a Charmander, you can go up to a Charizard. It was, this is what they do. They've been making these kind of games forever. I mean, you remember, what was it called? Nobunaga's Ambition? What, with Pokemon?
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah, they always do this. Like, this is nothing new. Like, I don't know why people would expect anything else at this point. This has been going on for decades.
All I gotta
I
say
think
is if you were disappointed in this, but you were happy about Pokemon Smiles, I don't know. I don't know if we could be friends.
No, but I think it just bring another version of different strategy to a Pokemon game, basically.
No, and also Nintendo's been known to promote all types of games, right? Not just the mainstream, first person or third person or RPG. They've done things for what was it? For children with disabilities, right? There's games that allows them to. Oh, that's what it is. For children with diabetes, right? There's games where they can actually make it fun to take your your blood sugar levels, right?
Right.
It's they're to innovation, and that's great.
Right. They've always done this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why people would expect anything at this point. Like, I don't know what made people so disappointed in this, considering like the time we're in. It's way too early for another Pokemon game, especially with another DLC coming out. Especially after Sword and Shield didn't even do that well. Did you really want them to just release 2 back to back?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think it was just that
Everyone was just, oh man, this game's
everybody wanted that Sinnoh remake. Everybody it's been dying for that, and we haven't been getting it. And the moment they're like, oh, we also have another reveal trailer next week. Come join us, and then so you expect like, oh shit. Well, they did Pokemon Snap. What else aren't they gonna do? So you your expectation kind of like travel so far, and then when they finally reveal it, it's not what you expect.
Yeah, I mean, they're complaining about this game, right? But then we have, this other game, right? Where Charizard looks like
Oh
this.
my God.
And that's perfectly fine. So I think it's because in the case of the Pokemon community, right? It's a lot, and YouTubers too. You'll get a lot more views if you end up saying that it's bad as opposed to it's good, right? It's just a lot inflammatory messages are always a lot more interesting.
Yeah,
right?
but when it comes to Sinnoh, that's the thing too. When it comes to Sinnoh, like people have to realize there's a lot of legendaries in Sinnoh, and there was a lot of stories in Sinnoh, right? Like think about it. You have to not only build Sinnoh, but you have to build a special path for Heatran. You have to build a dream world for Darkrai and Cressila. You have to build the stairway at I forgot what it's called, something
Arceus?
killer for Arceus, right?
The
Like
cycler.
yeah, you have to build so many things for all these legendaries because even Shaman was introduced in Diamond and Pearl.
Boy, isn't that what it's like
Right.
when you...
And then in Platinum, Garantina was revealed, and
Yeah.
with
Well,
his
yeah,
world as well.
right, and so it's like,
Well, Giratina was in Plat and Diamond Pearl.
yeah, he was,
He was.
but he just
Right.
wasn't focused.
Yeah, you didn't go to his dimension.
Right.
so-
But
well,
Well,
the
you
whole-
don't have that story,
like,
but he was on
the
to get
point
the-
is like, they made a world for him in Platinum, and then so you could incorporate that.
Yeah, it adds to it. Yeah.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. Like, imagine all those little worlds you have to put together in Platinum. We're talking about Pokemon that are God level. These are the strongest Pokemon. They have their own worlds. They control space and time. Do you want that to come out in 1 year? No. I know.
I need that 3-year development time for that game.
Right.
But don't you also have like the Gold Pokemon Arceus, like which is literally
all of them are God level.
But you have
Obviously,
every
Arceus.
god Pokemon there.
Right. And so it's like, to have Giratina, Dialga, Palkia, Arceus, Cressla, Darkrai, Heatran, like any Regigigas, right?
That's true.
Right.
All of this happened in Sinnoh. Exactly. And then the trio, Shaman, like it's a lot that they have to put in.
I don't know what
What's
Rotom's there, by the way, but it's there.
coming to this?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
was introduced.
Yeah.
to-
They had a lot of content in Diamond and Pearl. And then on top of that, they had contests. They had the underground secret bases. They had
Yeah.
so many mini games. They had the ribbon, everything. Yeah.
And in the secret bases, you can dig for like items and stuff like that. It was
Wait,
cool.
didn't also they have the Oxys in different forms too?
Well, the Oxys was Ruby and Sapphire, but you could get the Oxys in an event in Diamond Pearl.
Yeah.
Right.
And then on top of that, you can play Capture the Flag in your underground bases.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is honestly something it's underrated when it comes to Pokemon. It was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it was on the DS. Imagine all that content on the DS.
Mhm.
Now they have to put all that to the Switch. Like Sinnoh, it's not gonna happen for a while.
I need 3-year development for that, fam.
Yeah.
Watch
Yeah.
it come out in 2022. It's just gonna come out. Probably.
Whatever. Nah, if they come up with another new one, I think maybe by the tail end 2021.
Oh, you mean it's gonna
With
be
all
a Pokemon Gun?
That's another thing too.
I think they would want a heavy hitter for next year because now they have to compete with new generational gaming and all the exclusivity that PlayStation is getting.
I remember.
Their biggest fight with another like console maker is PlayStation and their Japanese counterpart.
Nintendo said that they don't compete. They're not.
They
competing.
don't.
Yeah.
We all know it is
They don't know.
competition, but they don't consider them competition.
Right. So they don't compete against anything. But yeah, like I just hope that it's like I just want it to be great. And besides, but the thing is as well, they did release Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu. That could have been this generation's remake. So because it did go Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Let's Go. When it should have gone Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Sword and Shield, then Let's Go. So it's possible it just flipped it around this time.
Yeah, it's true. And like people are remember when Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee was released, people shat on that game like crazy,
Yep.
right? But they still made content out of it.
Yeah, I liked it because it was more interactive. I would like more Pokemon
Right.
games that are interactive like that.
Yeah, and the graphics were way better than you know, what Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon was at the time. Like you
Yeah,
had
of course.
HD graphics on the TV,
Yeah.
New machine and whatnot.
right? So and plus,
I mean, you
also,
know, my
what up?
What
uh-huh.
happened?
Yeah, I think somebody's cutting. Mike's is cutting, but yeah. So I was saying, my wife has actually finished Sun and Moon this past week, and she was just distraught. She's not distraught, but she was pissed because she's like, dude, when are these cinematics going to end? Right? It was like text after text.
Yep.
Like I just beat the Elite Four. Do you really need to make a huge ass party where everybody just comes and celebrates? Like, no, that's freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I was like, yep, welcome to Pokemon Sun and Moon.
It wouldn't be so bad if they had dialogue.
Right, voices and stuff.
If they're just like quiet being anime, I'm just like, that's boring.
Yeah, that game was terrible.
It was super it was super handholdy, and it
Oh, it
was
definitely
just
was.
yeah, super handholdy, and it was super like I had a lot of like story, but like it was story that didn't need to be there.
Right. I mean, that was the thing. Like, starting with X and Y, they mostly started focusing on the characters.
Which
Right.
was
Like,
really good.
it stopped being about the Pokemon. It started being about
That'd
the
be the
characters.
character. But
And
then
that's how you started seeing less legendaries.
I
Right.
don't know why, but the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I think I just didn't like that, to be honest.
Because it was the same thing.
It was the same thing all over
The
again.
game is like
The
an
whole
updated
Rainbow Rocket
version.
thing, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, the Rainbow
But
Rocket.
they
one is
cheesed
pretty
us.
Yeah,
They
but
did.
overall, dude, like overall, it's just kind of boring, to be honest.
They cheesed us because they gave you the same game,
same
but just at
game,
the
it's just
end was just that
different.
added bonus.
Yeah, the
stuff.
bonus, yeah.
It was more difficult, right? It was more challenging, but the same amount of
yeah, the same amount
cinematics,
of thing,
same text
yeah.
speed, everything. It was just if they would have removed the hand-holdy parts, then it would have been a much more enjoyable experience.
It's
Right?
like
Because I feel like some of the Pokemon are pretty dope from that generation.
to be honest,
Oh,
no,
yeah, they are.
you pay that same amount of money just for that little part of the story at the end. That's what you pay for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it really convinces you not to buy it, pull the trigger too early on the Pokemon games. It just wait until the next one comes out.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes you really think that way because it's just like you get an incomplete experience. You're bored as hell. You don't want to play the second one. You might as well just wait until the second one comes out. That way you can just power through it and be done.
Yeah. Well, that was. But are we going to actually try Pokemon Unite ourselves?
of
Or are we
course
gonna,
we
Oh,
are. Yeah,
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
It's
make
free.
a group and we all gonna go.
when is
Wait,
it?
it's free?
When is it live?
They just
I
said it
didn't
was
know
in
it's free.
development.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's free, so it's I could try. free
What
stuff.
is it? An app?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well, it's gonna be an app, and it's also gonna be on the Switch.
It's gonna be free to play for both too. So.
Yeah.
No,
So
no.
can we
It's free to start.
No,
Unite?
first to start for free.
Free
Yeah.
to start.
No, of course, free to play means microtransactions.
No, it's gonna be like free to play like Rocket League, and then they're gonna put $20 on that thing.
No, it's gonna start with microtransactions. They know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$80.
Yeah.
If you want to unlock this Pokemon, $5.99.
$80 for a pack of 100
Yo,
Pokemon.
they're gonna sell you all those Pokemon.
Shit.
And
I had the
thing
Master
is
Balls
that
and shit.
they're now realizing that microtransaction is where it's at, right? Because if you look at Pokemon Go, essentially what they're doing, you know how before they used to have this huge parties, not parties, but like the huge events, like in Chicago and different places around the world, the safari zones, right? And essentially, if you wanted to participate, you actually had to book a flight, book a hotel, travel to the place, buy the ticket, and get in and play. Now
And
they're
get
saying,
Pointed.
yeah. And now people are Niantic is like, hey, you know what? Coronavirus is happening. No one can travel. We still need to get that money. So what they did was Safari is online. Everybody can play, but everybody needs to pay $14 to get just to have access to, regional Pokemon every now and then, or maybe a shiny at an earlier time. $14 worldwide. That's crazy.
Even
And-
Pokemon home.
They
Like
should have done that
Mahomes
from the
and Pace
very
much.
beginning.
Oh, they know that they should have done that from the very beginning, and I'm pretty sure it's not gonna go back to the way it were.
Almost likely it won't. If this makes money, they're like, why go back?
Because it's just like Pokemon Home, right? What was Pokemon Home's price?
Pokemon Home. So,
Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe if you had the one for the 3DS, I forgot what it was called, but if you had the Pokemon storage system for 3DS, it didn't transfer over. You had to transfer it to Pokemon Home, buy Pokemon Home. So you had to keep the subscription for the first one because you had to keep the space. Buy Pokemon Home, transfer it all over.
To black and white, right?
Subscription with Pokemon Home. It was ridiculous.
yeah. I actually, I
That
bought
sounds
the
like a headache.
subscription,
Yeah.
but then like it was so convoluted, and honestly, like you end up not using it at all.
Also like that for
The
Pokemon
only,
Bank
the
too.
only, I think the only good thing about it, it's like if you just want to get like event Pokemon, then Pokemon Home like lets you like get those distributions. That's where they're sending event Pokemon now.
Yeah.
So like the Shiny Zeraora, they're sending it through Pokemon Home.
Oh, I see.
That's like the one thing essentially.
Right.
Ah, okay. Wow, they're assholes.
They're doing that now because like again like Max said, allocations are closed, people aren't going out, so instead of you going to a Target or to a GameStop, they're doing it through Pokemon Home.
Yeah. I mean, I actually drove by what used to be a GameStop today, and it was gone.
Damn.
Everything liquidated, just gone.
God
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, so that was Niantic. The next thing that I have on the board, and again, we can switch from that or do something else completely, is Cyberpunk. You guys want to jump on that?
Go ahead.
First,
Go, Mr. Gambino, take it. Come on.
It got delayed again.
Delayed again. Yep.
Yeah, it's trash when it gets delayed.
Shut your ass up. Yo, no gameplay.
Bro, that game is gonna be trash as fuck.
No.
You don't play games, so what do you know?
No, it's gonna be like it looks like trash.
You
it
know,
feels like
You
trash.
don't
When it's-
play games, so hush your mouth.
Bro,
You know until when it was gonna be.
I only
delayed
play
until
good
20
games, and that's not one of them.
The
Ray's
only
gonna-
games you play is Call of Duty. Shut up.
Yeah, the good games.
and Warzone. Well, we just got.
No,
Ray's
it's in
gonna play
game
it
though.
once he has that Keanu Reeves DLC.
He's gonna be there. I'm so hungry for
No, Ray's
Keanu.
gonna
I gotta
play
get
that
that.
that come out on the PS5. Right?
It looks like a really boring game, to be honest. I don't know why.
You never even see it.
If you haven't ever played what you call it, Mafia or Grand Theft Auto 5, you don't understand, bro.
Andres, you're muted, by the way.
I am. Oh,
Okay. I thought he was muted.
But you
Yeah,
know,
but this game is looking like it's gonna be amazing.
Nah,
It comes
yeah,
out November
I know.
19th now,
No,
and
but-
that's people think it's gonna be when the Xbox come out.
so we're
Right.
talking about Mac's birthday almost.
Look, man, Cyberpunk is gonna be my new religion. All right, that's all I'm gonna be doing is Cyberpunk. I'm gonna be in that all
Yo,
day, every
Josh.
day.
You hear that on PC, you know how much the FPS is going to be on PC?
How much?
It goes anywhere from
24.
80 to 20 FPS on steady
80 to 20?
to 120.
Oh, 120. Okay, I thought you said 20. I was about to have a heart attack.
No, on PC,
I'm telling you, it's trash, bro.
Like
on PC
steady?
alone,
Those are those peasant frame rates though. 144 or nothing.
Nah, your 120 is
Can't
120.
don't know your fucking game.
Anything under 120 is it's playable, but it's not ideal.
Yeah.
It's not like
right, but they're
Yeah.
saying it looks good on 120.
Of course, it has ray tracing in it. That'll look
Yeah.
good.
Right.
Yo, you console dudes are gonna be upset. Y'all gonna get 30 frames of
No, they're
bullshit seconds.
They're saying console. They're saying consoles gain a steady 60. They're
Let's see.
Project Red. CD
Let's
Project
see.
Red is
We will
going
see.
by. It's going to be 60.
4K or 1080p?
1080p.
I think for older consoles it's going to be 1080p 60, and then for the newer generation it's going to be 4K 60.
With ray tracing?
No.
Not with ray tracing. Not with ray tracing.
It's gonna be 4K, 45 amp.
And if it has ray tracing, it's gonna be some elementary ass ray tracing on that.
No, it is gonna be some elementary ass ray tracing.
Yeah.
Okay, what is ray tracing?
Okay, so ray tracing is essentially, you know how light refracts off of things?
Yeah.
It refracts, it reflects, all that stuff.
Yep.
Ray so before when you had a computer, you had to fake it. So all the games that exist right now, at least most of them, you had to fake the lighting. You had to fake that it was reflecting, and it wasn't really believable to your eye. But with ray tracing, what it does is the computer calculates that automatically. It takes a lot of processing power. I think out of all of our computers, only Rubens can do it without breaking a sweat because he has the new graphics card.
Oh, I see.
But
But
even his struggles.
right, but it'll calculate all the rays of light bouncing from the light source around the area, so you get better ambient light. You get better reflected light. It looks more realistic, like a lot more realistic.
So essentially, like when the image I just pulled up over here, those shadows are essentially being casted by the palm trees that are right there, right? And then you see the glow of the neon signs, and like you see the sun shining on the metal arm.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
It will all be happening in real time. Before you had to you had to set the light and then bake it, and then it shows the shadows. But once it moves, it's not real time anymore. So
gotcha.
Right. So now it'll do it in real time. That's why it takes so much computing power.
yeah, because imagine just moving things around and just lights bouncing all over the place. That's a lot of computing power.
Well, so why did he delete the game? Or
no, it's probably just polish.
Well, they said CD Projekt Red said that the game was pretty much done. People are speculating the reason why they delayed it was because I don't know if you heard, but Google Stadia, they weren't expected to get the game in September because you have to build the game a certain way to be cloud ran, right? To be running on the cloud.
Okay.
And so I think what they did was in order to have parity with the Stadia and also to be released alongside the new consoles, I think they just delayed it for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
probably when the Xbox comes out.
Yeah, right. I think that's like what Ken brought upon. I think it's more similar to that. I don't think it's more likely that Stadia. I think it's more likely because it moved into November, the November slot, which is when Xbox is going to come out.
Yeah, and if you think about it, they have the marketing rights, so it makes sense that it'd be like, yo, push it and just launch it with the Series X.
Right, and I'd rather them delay it. Like, I don't give a fuck if they delay it because that just means less bugs, less lag year.
Absolutely.
And just
but the game is finished.
The game is finished. The game is finished.
But
there's always things you can tweak though.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are like with the demos now because when demos went live, there was bugs that were found, and so I'd rather them getting all the kinks out now and having this extra time to take out those things than having to come and stumble.
Yeah.
And later on, patch them out.
Right.
Yeah, this game is game of the year.
Right, and then you get feedback as well. Like you're getting all this feedback before November, and just like how the BEs, like that detective mode that you're going through, where you rewind time and experience someone's memories and stuff like that. A lot of people aren't really getting into that mode, and they're saying that's going to be a huge part of the story mode.
They say that, and if you look at Batman Arkham Knight, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, people love those games, and that's exactly what you did in those games.
But the thing is, a lot of people are comparing that to the Batman games, and the thing is, it doesn't compare. A lot of people are saying it's really bad, and so they're not getting into it, and so they're saying that's probably the one flaw of the game is that this is probably the most boring part because they'd rather be going out, exploring the city and shooting people up and doing other stuff than having to experience and go through basically a rewind video.
You know what? You're right, because I just want to go through the world and see all that good stuff.
Right. And that's what people were saying. They're like, I don't want to be here. I'd rather, progress and then look at the world and just fuck around than having to sit here and go through this story cap of me going and seeing this video of rewind, which I don't want to be doing.
Yeah,
and we were discussing earlier with a couple friends that if my wife and I were to have kids right now, right, and this is the new normal where you're very limited on where you can go because of the virus, because of the precautions you need to take. Our kids, this new generation, is going to grow with this type of mentality. So for them, it's going to be even more limited. So the value of games like this, where you get to explore the quote unquote outside world, right, without any barriers other than the one that's your processing power inflicts on you, are going to gain more value.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
give me
that's
Ready
true.
Player One. I don't ever have to go outside again.
I mean, I think it was a great thing that they delayed the game to fix any recent bugs that they haven't displayed yet. But just like Josh said, it's gonna be more polished game, more cleaner, and more everybody's gonna just love it. Just like when Grand Theft Auto came out for the first time.
How did Grand Theft
Yeah.
Auto creep into this conversation? It's crazy.
Well,
That's
the
the
funny thing
idea.
is, I was actually just thinking about
Yeah.
GTA 5, Rich.
Yeah,
on my head
pretty
just
much.
now.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, GTA 5 came out at the beginning of the generation. It easily was the game of the generation.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk is coming out at the beginning of the next generation. It
And
probably is
gonna
going to be the
be
greater
the
game of the
game.
generation.
Yeah.
'Cause this,
Depending on how GTA 6 turns out,
yeah,
depending
like
on how
this
the Elder
game is like when I see this game, I'm just like, damn, imagine GTA in the future.
Yeah.
Right.
So I thought about it. Yeah.
That'd be lit.
But the thing is, this is gonna have to compete against Fire, right? Because the next Elder Scrolls is gonna come out. The next
That's gonna be trash.
right, the next GTA is gonna come out. Like, there's a lot of
Well,
good
we don't
games.
know if we're gonna get another GTA. They haven't even started development yet. So
Oh,
But
they
they
have.
just
They
say
have. They
though.
started
They just say though.
a month ago, that's coming out in 5 years.
definitely.
Give me that. That's gonna be the end of this generation. Well, the
That's-
next one, because we're not in there yet.
Actually, now that you're thinking it, say that, you're right. You're probably right. It's probably going to be the beginning of the next generation.
Hmm
So after the Series X, that's probably when the next GTA is going to come out.
It could come out at the end of the Series X generation. So,
True, but they want to cash all that cash money.
because if it's 5 years, most of these consoles pretty much be given 7-8 years at most now. So
Yeah,
you still probably around that time frame.
yeah, but they got a lot of heat they got to compete with this time around. So we'll see.
Yeah, and then PC is just only getting better. So
Yeah. So.
All we know is that Last of Us 2 is not in the running for the game of the generation.
if Last of Us 2 wins Game of the Year, I will commit some type of murder.
Why are you hating,
Some
bro?
type of murder.
Cyberpunk
Look,
Cyberpunk doesn't have what it takes to take it. All right,
Ray, shut up. You don't play games.
bro. I'm playing more games.
Your
than
opinion
that.
does not matter. You don't play games. Shut up.
See, I speak from the outside in, bro. Like, you don't get it. I mean, most people would go out there and bull for a game like Last of Us than Cyberpunk.
Yeah, but either way, they show gameplay this past, I think it was Thursday, Wednesday, and it was only the prologue, but they were talking about all the features in the game. They were talking about some of the special content, like they put journals in the game, talk about the story of some of the characters, and it's like really detailed story. They're saying it's not just a collectible thing; it's actually going to give you like a whole other story. That looks pretty interesting.
I fall asleep.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. They just showed off some gameplay, the prologue, and some content.
Yeah, they said that when you start out with your character, well, they're saying the customization is like something that we've never ever seen in like any game. That it's so advanced, like everything that you can change. That it's crazy. I think they said it's going to be so overwhelming, the amount of customization that you're able to do in this game. And secondly, they said that when you start off with your character, you have 3 different paths that you're able to take. You can start off as like
like a hacker. Yeah.
Right. Well, one's like he's a person like up high in society with connections. Another one is a person that is basically like a street kid, like that grew up in the streets and knows about the streets. So they're aware of like the street, but they're very ignorant to like high society. And then also the third one is a nomad. So they're very reliant on clans and large groups of people. And so and each one has like different outcomes and different ways that you interact with the world.
Right, and that's on top of the
wow,
class.
okay.
That's on top of the class you play. You could choose as well.
Right.
You can spec your
That's
class.
pretty interesting, though.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of customization in this game. Like those two games will be the same if you don't want it to be.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
so that's
sick,
pretty much
though.
that's pretty much Cyberpunk right there. That's pretty much all they showed. It was a quick like 45-minute thing.
Right. And
So
they,
might not
and
be-
I think the people who were able to played it for 5 hours. They said it was pretty good,
Must
Yeah,
be
like-
nice.
right?
Shit.
Yeah.
They got
Hey,
bored.
soon enough, Ray's gonna be the first person to buy it, right, Ray?
I already reserved a copy, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Max, you forget that Ray don't play games.
See, like,
I
he
do.
hating. He hated because I already reserved a copy. He hasn't.
I know it's because Ray beat me.
Yeah,
to
I
that
need
pre-order.
to reserve my copy. You're right, Ray. I'm
Yeah.
slacking now.
You should,
I
man.
reserved
He's the best game of
I
the year.
reserved
You don't know.
You win.
Okay, another character who's gonna camp forever.
This is nothing. So we could go to the next one.
What
Min
is-
Min,
No, but what is this,
no,
like-
I don't even want to talk about this.
Mini-ming?
Go ahead,
why
guys.
not?
Take the
Arms?
floor.
Go ahead,
Max.
Max.
Take
Trash
the
it.
floor.
Yeah, trash it, Max.
we knew. Wait. We knew that
Thick though.
we knew that a character from Arms was coming, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, they told us. Yeah.
I want to miss Dick though.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, you guys chose. Do you think they chose right?
No.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
The
sure.
director of the game told him to use Man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
really?
director. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's another female representation, which we do need. We have too many guys in that damn game.
But
I
dude,
didn't see the trailer, so I don't know how she plays. I didn't see nothing from Mimic.
Dude,
'cause it's not even.
Oh,
you just have to
Josh.
camp the corner.
He
That's
plays
it.
like an
You have
arm
to camp.
character,
Yeah.
not the
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh, you didn't see the trailer.
Is she a heavy?
Wait, Josh, did you see the
No.
trailer?
I didn't see the trailer. I didn't.
Okay.
Get the character.
All right. Let me just go ahead and show you a GIF, right? So you can see how the game is essentially.
That's about it.
That's some bullshit.
Oh, and you haven't seen her air move neither.
Hey, wait, is she a heavy, mid, light?
Oh yeah, that's another thing. When she's extending her arms, she can move in the air.
You can move
Yeah.
in the air.
Yeah.
So you can do smash attacks in the air.
Yeah, you can
And
smash
then
attack in the air.
back in there.
And
That's
you know how
fair.
you what is it when you evade a hit? Well, she can follow up with her second arm, so she
Yep.
can fuck you up when you evade.
And not only that, she could while attacking you on the front, she could also attack on the back at
True.
the same time.
Because
So
she can
what
actually.
are her
her
weaknesses?
arms. Huh?
What are her?
That she's not an up close character.
Yeah.
So she gets up
Yeah.
close. Like,
Yeah, she has
And then-
no monster.
right.
Okay,
and then-
so
Exactly.
that whole arm, only the fist is a hitbox, not the whole arm.
Exactly.
it's just the fist.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So if you hit the arm, nothing happens.
I'm a body her. Watch, you know.
Because
And
Who's
if
gonna
you're
main her?
close to her, you can jump her punches because she like throws them really slow.
yeah.
Okay. Also, wait. So is she a heavy, a mid?
Well, it
She's a
changes
mid.
based on the arms.
Mid, yeah.
It changes based on the arms because, like, if you choose both dragons, then she's gonna be lightweight. But if you choose that big old ball, then you technically slow her down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
she be-
she becomes
like-
a heavy.
Also,
Yeah.
it's like a little like Shulk in a way.
And she
Yeah.
can angle those punches, so be careful.
Right. So like
she can angle them up and
you're
I'm
like,
gonna tell
she's
y'all
kinda
right
on the
now.
middle there, yeah.
Tell you right now, if she ends up being broken, I'm playing her.
She's broken. She's gonna be broken. Watch. Because she could start mid-air combos and stuff.
Sakurai said that she's not a person that you would want to face 1v1 with, but she's a person that, like, if you're trying to do 4v or 1v4 1v6 with free for alls, then she's a perfect character.
So pretty much, she's pretty much broken.
She's a party
broken
game.
tactic,
She's,
yeah.
she's
Zero
for the party part of the game.
Zero did a
But
great-
she'll be fun in a party, but she won't be fun in a 1v1.
That's what
right.
he's saying.
Zero broke down her gameplay, and
Yeah.
he's all like, she does have a lot of certain weaknesses, but just that her unpredictability
Yeah.
with like her moves, it makes her really good.
Isn't
like,
that
you
you can make a combo with the kung fu kicks too? The combos with the kicks that she does.
Because that, you think about it, Josh. Like, the problem is, like, if you look at this, right? She basically has very little lag when she throws the smash attack, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's technically no lag. But the point is that she's not a combo heavy character because she hits so far away that you technically have to run in order to connect with your target, right? Like, there's no way you're catching Wario, whatever happens. So, like, you're attacking them, but at the same time, you're never gonna combo with her.
Right. She's just supposed to keep away.
Yeah.
More keep away. God damn it.
Yeah, she can hit hard. That's the thing.
Yeah.
She like says smash in the air.
All right, so Max, so you're officially dropping the Belmonts and you're gonna main, okay?
I think that's what I think that's what I need to do, because clearly Ming Min is the better version of Belmont.
Belmonts are just at the bottom of the barrel. Like they're not getting no buffs. It's over for them. Just you tried, man. You tried. I gotta give you.
I tried, and I gotta say I enjoy playing the Belmonts, but you know what? At some point you gotta win. You know.
And of course, her arms are tethers. Of course.
Mm-hmm. It is, of course.
Oh
is
yeah,
Joker broken tether?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's
pretty broken.
Of course it is.
Oh,
but
you know, also, when she reaches all the way, she can grab too.
Oh yeah.
She could grab far away.
Yo, can all these tether characters get broken tethers, yo? Damn. Why can't Belmonts get a broken tether?
Oh, by the way, her jump could also be calculated too. She has 2 different jumps, I remember.
Oh yeah, it's true. She has 2 different jumps because that's her actual ability. So she has a built-in double jump.
Okay. So it's a double jump that doesn't count as a double jump.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like you know how Banjo has that extra jump?
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Which is nothing we haven't seen. I mean, she's gonna be slippery, but I think she's gonna suffer from the same Belmont issue where, yeah, it's fun to play with, and you can get a couple of surprise victories here and there. But long story short, you're not gonna want to main her because
it's like her off-stage game might be something to be scared about.
Yeah. Could you imagine just getting edge guarding from the stage, but you can reach the blast zones?
By the way, she could kill you if she had the heavy bow. She could kill you by the damage of 43%.
Oh, yeah.
Instant kill.
Right. From far away.
From far away.
Yeah,
edge guard is gonna
be a
piss
bitch.
me off.
But trust me, it's like the kind of punch.
Zero said that she's the perfect player if you want to go online.
Oh yeah. No,
yeah. But out of Min Min, I think one of the best things that came out was the cinematic too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that was pretty funny. I mean, Sakurai loves his Kirby, right?
Yeah.
So if Josh hasn't seen it, it's actually pretty cool. It's pretty funny.
I saw that one, yeah.
And
this
I
is
just
the most I've seen Captain Falcon in.
The person who plays Captain Falcon in Japan is the same person who plays Japanese Vegeta.
Oh yeah, it is. It's true.
But he's also isn't he the original voice of Captain Falcon too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Sakurai went even to say, like, why is it that you guys had the Final Smash voice clip from Captain Falco, right? If you guys haven't recorded anything new for the past 10 years or so. And then Sakurai's like, well, I was thinking about dropping Final Smashes in the second game, so I pre-recorded it because I'm Sakurai.
Okay.
And I think
I just remember this scene just tell me about they're gonna get some Kirby buffs. Come on, Kirby, we need some buffs on you.
No, I need that. I need that Captain Falcon outfit.
Oh,
that skin would be freaking hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
And I don't know what it is, but this new romance is a thing. People are following it.
I ship it.
Yeah. And last but not least, Sakurai with his magic, right?
Yo, that Joker amiibo though, that's.
I know. You see it?
Hey, what's his name? The dude from Fallout Boy, Pit Boy. They put him in Smash from Fallout. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow, they really they on that, but that's the.
Guess what me is.
Is it the sword, the fighting, or the
gunner?
He's another me gunner.
Yeah.
Because Sakurai loves his gunners.
The sword amiibo didn't get no love this time around at all.
What on another
Dan's
sword?
was a me gunner. He was a me gunner. Who else was a me gunner? That was DLC.
I know it was starting. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that Banjo amiibo doesn't look too hot.
No, see, Sakurai was actually kind of teasing that he likes the Joker amiibo so much because the base has that custom color, like you see the translucent flame. That he's like, man, it's a shame that we couldn't do something similar for the first amiibos, right? And he's like, well, maybe we'll release them again. Maybe we'll look back at them. So Samus and all of those that just got that basic clear plastic, he might go back and retweak so they can sell them. Yeah.
Imagine
that Joker's sick.
Those flames like Charizard or Belt.
That would be fly.
Right?
That's so sick.
Yeah, or if you had the Belmonts with the blue flame.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Oh yeah, pretty good too. There's a lot of them that actually, lend themselves with it. Like if you could even do the Dark Samus with clear plastic, so you can get some light piping out of that, it'd be really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Even though the Dark Samus that we got now, like the paint application on that one's like really dope.
To be honest, I just want to see how colorful it would look like with those kind of things. Those kind of like little details that it has, like the Joker.
Yeah, that Banjo one does look like trash though.
Yeah.
They're like American IP. Get it out of here.
All right. So that was pretty much it. When it comes to
Smash,
Banjo
is actually a European IP.
Yeah, Sakurai also said that even though coronavirus is still a thing, they're still working and pumping through those new characters. So, yeah.
What character you guys think is next?
I honestly have no idea. It's gonna be a Nintendo character. I think for sure it's gonna be a Nintendo character. I think we're only gonna get 2 third parties. I don't think we're gonna get any like crazy third parties like that.
Well, you don't.
Hey, what other characters have they released lately? That
I'm thinking is gonna be a Pokemon. One of them has to be like one of the new Pokemon.
Oh yeah, one of them is definitely gonna be one. Yeah.
Now, are we gonna see them at chat?
Nah, it's probably one of those new legendary.
We're talking about Gen 8 and goes back to 1.
No, I got Gen 1, boys. It's the best 8.
Yeah, it could be the bear, but I don't know.
Or the ape one too.
That's
yeah,
true.
I mean, there was already too much fire, so I think it's probably going to be
you know what's gonna be?
Sniper
Mario.
Paper Mario?
Blue Paper Mario.
I swear to
They should
God.
just release. They should just like put Waluigi in
Bring
there.
out another fucking Mario.
I'll tell you, it's good a second that they've been making Paper Mario games almost as long as Smash games. Actually, as long as Smash games.
It's not gonna be Paper Mario.
Well, we have
maybe they established him as a separate character when they crossed him over with the 3D Mario.
Why can't we just
Because they just announced that Baby Wario is gonna be in that other game. Watch it be him.
Dang.
Shoot, you think Waluigi?
Nah, he's at assist trophy.
What? That's fucked up.
Well,
I don't. Why people want Waluigi? Like he's
he needs
gets
so lame.
But I mean, I think Waluigi will be one of those that welcome addition. Yeah, it's just adds more to the mushroom.
I don't want more Mario characters.
Dude, we have Daisy for sake.
I don't want more Mario characters or more Fire Emblem characters.
I think it's
need more of those.
Watch, you're gonna get a Boo for the next character or a Goomba.
People want Waddle Dee. Like, what the fuck do you want Waddle Dee for? What's he gonna do? I mean, spears, throw some spears at you.
You might get like Toad or something.
Oh God!
God!
Maybe Petey Piranha in underwear.
I'd rather get Petey Piranha, but we already got Piranha Plan. But
no, bro.
I'd rather get King Boo.
Or King
Boo. What King Boo?
Shadow Mario? No, I want Mario.
Yeah, dude. What the hell?
Mario Kart.
You're just gonna get a cart.
Yeah.
The next character.
Hammer Bros. Oh
Dude,
man, I don't need no more Mario. I don't need no more Fire Emblem. There's too saturated. Move on. Bring some new stuff.
I think Paper Mario is gonna be one of the characters.
Give me one more Metroid character, and I'll be happy.
Calm down.
It's like asking for another Final Fantasy character.
Yeah.
Like, is there such a thing as another worthy?
They gave you 2 Square characters, so
what were the 2?
Hero and Cloud.
That's true. Yeah.
So
no,
they gave you what? 2 Capcom character. No, 3 Capcom characters. So you could see another Final Fantasy if they wanted to. So.
It's another sword character.
Oh God, no! The only sword character I'll accept is Dante. Dante, and I'll accept it.
I think Dante is probably going to be one in there, but I think Paper Mario is going to be in there too.
No,
I'm telling you.
I don't want other paper.
One of his abilities, he can just blend into the background, just like
give Game and Watch a Paper Mario skin and call it a day.
They're not gonna
do that. They're just gonna give it.
See, Josh is just sore that Gino didn't make it, because that would be the one character he would accept.
It would have been sick as fuck.
See,
but Gino is a me is me costume, so he's never.
That don't matter because Min Min was what's it called? One of those characters as well.
Wasn't Min Min just a sticker?
No, she's one of those cards from the
stickers.
Yeah,
stickers are different. That don't matter.
Spirit.
Yeah, spitters don't matter. I don't consider those. Yeah, if you're a trophy assist or a me costume, you're guaranteed not gonna be a character.
Yeah, that's why Spring Man and Ribbon Girl were not a thing.
Right.
Well, he was gonna put those two, but
he was actually gonna.
Director said he should use Min. Yeah.
It would have been dumb. I mean, unless he wanted to remove the spring, but.
Wait, who else is I think there is a character that's a character and also an assist trophy.
No, I'm kidding.
No, I don't think there isn't a character that's a character.
I think someone brought it. Forgot whose video I was watching, and they were saying
it's not an assist trophy.
I thought.
Neither is Hero.
No.
Cloud.
God, who?
I mean, you have Shadow, but
that doesn't count.
There
is not an assist trophy that's an actual character in Ultimate.
Watch, they're gonna bring Tails.
I mean, they could bring another Sonic character.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna bring another Sonic character.
They're gonna bring Spooky Sonic.
It'll be Tails or Knuckles.
That's true. A character that's an assist trophy, and a character is Little Mac.
He's not an assist trophy in
right.
Ultimate.
Yeah, no, he is an assist trophy.
In Ultimate?
Yeah.
Ultimate, I don't know.
Exactly. I'm saying Ultimate. If you're an assist trophy in Ultimate, you're not a character. If you were in the past, that's completely different.
Bro, you know which one's gonna be? Mike Tyson is gonna be.
Oh, shut up.
Mike Tyson.
Lou, that's one of the best things you've ever said in this podcast.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what
boys.
crazy
Mike
is?
Tyson.
They could put him in there.
Yeah.
He was
in Little Mac.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Find the
after you off the dude's ear, not having it.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't be buying people's ear off like that.
You
you can't do it. I'm sorry.
Bro, it's been years that he had done that. They're retired too.
What did they put a Bethesda character in there?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too because they had the Fallout Boy
guy. Everyone thinks Doom Guy is gonna make it.
Doom Guy.
We'll see. We'll see. That was like supposedly one of the leaks, and that none of those leaks came into fruition.
Because I've seen like they're buddy with Bethesda, so you could see a character from Bethesda's world, but they don't have iconic characters anyone gives a damn about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's no special franchise. They were talking about Halo Guy, but then Halo Guy is kind of like
Master Chief.
Yeah, Master Chief.
That's not happening, fam.
You see how a lot of characters.
I mean,
you will see more of Arbiter than you will see Master Chief in this game.
Yeah.
Who knows? Because I mean, that game's coming out, and if they want to be smart, of when Xbox be like, let's hype up our game.
Yo, he'd probably be a Snake Echo.
Well,
so yeah,
you want to move on from
Dante.
this?
Dante is my only pick for sword character.
I got Mike Tyson. I feel like
Paper Mario.
So
the Paper Mario franchise is not represented.
Okay. Paper Mario franchise not represented. Yeah, actually, you're right, and it is an upcoming release. So
Mario is represented a lot. So no,
Do you want more Mario characters?
Of course not, but at the end of the day,
That would be the third Mario we got.
yeah, but they kind of established that it was like it's a whole nother universe. Like Dr. Mario.
Still though, like we got Dr. Mario, we got Mario, we got Luigi.
Plus DLC is like the ultimate marketing, just like hype train for.
If they do Paper Mario, I'm gonna be upset.
No, I think it's gonna be Captain Toad. Like he has his own game.
They should just bring somebody else from F-Zero.
F-Zero.
Yeah, I mean,
Black Skull, like or Death Board,
The Samurai is already an assist trophy, isn't it?
Yeah, they could do Deathborn or Black Shadow, Black Skull. I think that's his name. They can't do Blood Falcon because Captain Falcon has a skin for Blood Falcon, but he'd just be a clone anyways. But
all right, so
give me a Metro character.
They can do Amy.
Promote Metro Prime 4 and give me one of those. Give me Silas, and I'll be happy.
No, you're gonna get a skin and you'll be happy.
You're gonna get Amy from Sonic.
All right. So we reached this point, right? And I want to show you guys, since we're still talking about Nintendo, and I know we have things to talk about when it comes to IGN. We have things to talk about Microsoft, but I wanted to remind you guys that Nintendo Land's still happening, right? And I think this is something that exactly, that's the point. Everybody kind of forgot about it, right? Because of the COVID-19 outbreak. And I know Ray wants to be first in line to meet Mario in Japan. Okay. So I wanted to give you a couple of updates because there's new satellite pictures, there's new site images that popped up in the internet, and I'm telling you, in my opinion, it's leaving Star Wars Land in the dust.
Yo, Star Wars Land was hot basura, man. I was so disappointed when we went, man. The food was so bad. Oh my god. Oh, that was lit.
Yeah, so this is essentially just a screen, right? They did a presentation here, but this is actually what it's being constructed. And up to now, it's actually already finished. If you go to YouTube, there's going to be, you can see this clouds moves from side to side. You can see the coins that are, you can see 2 coins right here, and they spin constantly. All right, so this is essentially what we have as a land, and that's the main tower. And you can see Mario's pool up here, right? So it's essentially just a stage, right? And this is what the land's gonna look like.
Yeah, I see this picture.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's what's up. Yeah. It looks small because it's high up, but it's a good start.
But the thing is that it looks small when it comes to the facade. Like, for example, this is actually supposed to be like the star, right? Because you have a warp pipe here somewhere that I think I have
you there.
Wait, that's the whole thing?
On the left.
It's going to look like this, right?
Right,
so whenever you're going to the Nintendo Land, right, you go through this warp pipe and you enter this area, right? So if you see, like when you walk over here, right, you have, what happened, right?
Zoom it in. Can you zoom in? Yeah, zoom in.
Yeah, sure.
Zoom in, boy.
I think I can.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, I can just zoom it from here. Yeah. So once you're inside the land, right, you're gonna go through this pipe, because this entire thing, this whole lot right here, that is the Mario Kart ride.
This
entire thing in the back. It is a track for a roller coaster that it's in the shadows, and according to what the press release says, the stage will always be different because there's screens all around you.
Okay.
So every time you ride, it could be Rainbow Road, or it could be Mushroom King,
that's so cool.
it could be Daisy's the boat. I think it's Daisy's cruise, right? Or Yoshi's Island. So it will always change because you have LCD screens pretty much all around you. Okay, and then when you move over here, this entire This entire plot right here is what's being developed now because people are suspecting this is where you're gonna have your Donkey Kong attraction, right?
Okay.
Oh
So-
hell yeah!
The queue looks really small, but like the area for the rides are going to be massive.
Oh yeah, it better be me. To get this license must have been an arm and a leg. You
Yeah,
better treat it well.
Gotta thank your water for that one.
Yep.
yeah. It's just like whenever you see Harry Potter's world, right? You have the facade of the of Hogwarts, but the
Yeah.
rides are actually back here, right?
Right.
Encased, which is really cool. It's a shadow ride, and then you have other kiddie rides right here too, like these. This is actually a Yoshi ride, right? So when you go over here, it's a small roller coaster, and you get to ride different color Yoshis, and you go all around. And the reason why people are speculating this is going to be Donkey Kong's area is because you have the kind of like the jungle entrance right here, and then you have the palm trees, so on and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see that.
Right.
Man,
But opening did get delayed because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Because what was supposed to happen was supposed to be this one was supposed to be 2020, and then the American one was supposed to be 2021. But now those got delayed because of COVID.
So
I'll
are they,
Olympics this year.
so are they both gonna open up 2021?
Nah, I think they're gonna both be extended by 1 year.
That's some bullshit.
Because the thing is, the Olympics was supposed to happen this year too, but they got canceled.
Yeah, the
Wait,
summer.
are they gonna cancel it or are they gonna move it to next year?
They're probably gonna move it to next year. Or they might skip it, and then the next time the Olympics was supposed to happen, they'll just hold that in Tokyo instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that'd be that's a lot of money lost right there.
Yeah, and another thing about why maybe COVID-19 is it's a kind of a bump in the road is because the whole thing when it comes to this land was supposed to be this interactive bands, right? So like you snapped them onto your wrist, right? I have no idea whether or not you paid for it or not, and you can interact with different areas in the park, right? There's actually a video that you can go see where Universal held this really cool event where they had the blocks, right, the mystery blocks floating all over the ground, and they asked people to just jump and tap it as Mario style, and whoever can get the most coins would actually get a ticket to opening day in Japan. Okay. Another things that they're implementing are these they're essentially just another telescope, right, where you can see other things, but they're going to have built-in screens. So essentially you can see characters, you can see things like you see Mario running, for example. So it adds to your reality.
Interesting.
Like an augment, like augmented.
Exactly, like an augmented reality thing. And they're placed throughout the actual land, so you can actually see more things. And it's cool because it's possible they can change it based on seasons.
I could see this for Mario Galaxy, to be honest.
Go back to
Back to the bracelet, yeah. This?
it looks like the 5G thing
They're gonna track you guys. Don't worry. They're gonna track me at a theme park. Ooh.
Your phone does that for free.
I know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is still going on. It's still moving forward.
I was so excited to go over there this year, man. Man, I was.
Yeah.
COVID.
Correct
Fuck
everything.
COVID.
I think it's for the best. It's for the best. Nobody really wants to,
Hey, shut up.
Nobody wants to go to an amusement park.
Nobody wants to go to an amusement park, pay millions just to be disappointed at the end.
You're not gonna pay millions to go to an
I know, right?
Bro, you better believe the opening day, the first weeks are gonna be.
Wait,
really
have
expensive.
you ever been to an amusement park?
Yes, I have. Universal Studios right there.
Wait. Maybe it's just me. But does this part of the theme park have an underground section? Because it looks kind of high off the ground, right?
It's raised. It's raised.
No,
above the
I think your perception, because there's a wall. It's a gray wall that goes up, and if you look at the edge where the green, there's still like more of the theme park that goes in. So there's like still rides, you just can't see it from that angle.
Yo,
Yeah.
imagine you can go underground though.
Yeah, because I heard rumors about that was gonna be they're gonna have an underground section, but I don't know.
Well, in Japan, you really wouldn't want to, right? Too many earthquakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they build all their stuff earthquake proof.
Oh, I believe them. But like Andre says, like it's your perception because what you see is like this entire like the facade. This is what Disney ended up calling lines of sight, right? So they're meant to separate one land from the other, so that when you're here, you don't really see anything when it comes to Hogwarts. For example, that's why you have this pyramid so high. Like if you're standing here, you're not gonna see Hogwarts Castle. You're gonna see this.
Right.
Yeah. But it's pretty cool. But Ray.
So at the end of the day, you're telling people not to go. Yeah.
I'm going, fam.
You
This is my first time.
That's for me.
You
Yeah.
ain't going nowhere, boy.
I love Nintendo to life.
Hey Max, fix your camera. Fix your camera.
What's up with my camera?
We can see you.
Can't see you.
Can't see me?
Yeah, this whole time it was like that. Let's go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can still
It's frozen, like.
right?
Yeah, it's just frozen. It's
He's
just
just like, just standing here like this. Frozen.
I just turn it off and turn it on again. I think it was
off.
Blah blah blah. Technical difficulties, people. It's okay. It happens. Oh.
I like how Ray was complaining about me wanting to put my camera on, but his camera's not in the live stream.
I mean,
Doesn't
Ray doesn't
fit.
say
What
much
the hell?
anyways, so.
Yeah, see, he has a point. That's why I don't put myself right in the middle. I
You can replace me with you.
I put the talent right in the middle so everyone can see the talent, and then after that,
the talents.
I'm like that background DJ that talks from time to time.
That doesn't do no DJing. No, but I can't wait for this. I want to see what it's like, man. That's especially the Mario Karting. That's gonna be fun as hell.
I feel like the Mario Kart's gonna disappoint me.
You know what? It probably would, because you probably have such high expectations. But
yeah,
I mean, if it's anything like real go karting, then it's gonna be fun. But if it's not, then
but did you hear Max what he said? It screens with a roller coaster. See, that's what, like, when I was thinking about Mario Kart, you know how in Japan and they upload like those videos and they're driving in the streets of Japan with the go-karts.
Yeah, those kind of things.
Yeah, that would have been like dope, and just like have a course, like a course where you're driving as the karts with like all the different versions of the karts. But this is just gonna be like an interactive experience, kind of like so, you know, like how Universal Studios has you take the tram and you go through.
So you think it's just gonna be stationary and it's just moving you around?
No, I think it's gonna be like how Disneyland does Space Mountain, where like they have their screens, and then like they had like those summer events for like the Red Hot Chili Peppers or Star Wars, and you see the screens and you're going through with the roller coaster, and it kind of goes with the roller coaster, and you see like how the like the starships or the rebels are like going through while you're running through the roller coaster. I think it's gonna be like that, where you have screens, eyes, and there's roller coasters.
Like Space Mountain.
Yeah, just like that's what I just said. Like,
Okay, I see.
Hopefully it's just like regular go-karts.
I hope it's not like that, because that's gonna be so huge.
Well, yeah, then it defeats the purpose of it being Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, yeah.
Kart racing, kart riding. You know,
what if they're gonna have switches on deck?
Switches on deck.
You don't go there to play that.
But people are gonna be like,
I'll take that guy who stole my PSP and my
switches. They're waiting in line.
Yo, they better have like custom made switches over here, because I will buy the fuck out of those.
I think they might have custom ones, yeah. Like colors you can only get at Universal.
Well, hopefully they have one for like Mario Galaxy customization.
And they're gonna be.
What is up with you and Mario Galaxy, Lou? God damn it!
It's one of the best Mario games I ever played in my entire life.
Nobody's gonna have that trash.
Or Mario Sunshine. I'll take Mario Sunshine too.
No, like, one thing is true though. So when I went to the last amusement park I went to was Universal Studios in this January, just before COVID hit, right? And Eric and I were riding the new Hagrid, like the Magical Creatures roller coaster, and I was seeing people get kicked out of line because they were too big or too tall to ride. And I was just like, oh, shit. I was like, that was the first time where I was like, oh, man, am I going to have to take the walk of shame? That's crazy. Right? And then like there's this one seat, right, where they have you sit down, right, and they try it, and if the light turns red, right, you're not going to ride, right? If the light turns green, that means that you fit on the chair, and then you're good to go, right? So I'm sitting, I tried it, and by the way, when we were going in line, and there's a guy who's just like, "Oh yeah, you need to test it. Oh you need to test it, right?" And they pull you out of line. So Erica and I were looking at the type of people at the body set, right? And Erica and I started getting scared, and I was like, Erica, I think I need to try it. And Erica was like, yeah, I think you need to try it too. So we asked the guys, like, hey, can I try it just to see if it's safe for me? And then they're like, oh yeah, sure, go right ahead. And I sat down, right? And they have two types of cards. You can have a motorcycle or you can have a side card. Okay. So I sat down on the side card because that was the seat I wanted. And the shit would not turn green, right? I would brace down the thing, and I was just like, oh crap. And then the guy's like, okay, hold it down. No, you can't. Like, can you squeeze anything? And I was like, no, I can't. God damn it. And it's like, you know what? Try the motorcycle, right? And I went ahead and I tried it, and it worked, right? And so I was riding it. So when it comes to these things, it's crazy. So Ray, if you want to go to an amusement park, you gotta
don't go. Okay, don't go. You like
I'm
telling
just
me
saying,
like
you
now
know,
that
like,
people pulling out and they're
FYI.
putting a siren on you. So it's like, no.
I got a story from Harry Potter. We went to go ride the main ride at Harry Potter Land, right? And then so you go out, and when you exit the ride, they take you obviously to the gift store, right? The gift store station. And I'm like walking around, and I see a pin on the floor. And it had nothing to do with the Harry Potter store, but it was one of like the characters from Universal Studios, and it was just it didn't even have a backing. It was just a loose pin, and I picked it up. I was like, oh, cool! I found a pin. Put it in my pocket. I walked out of the store. All of a sudden, I have like, and we're walking away, and I had two guys just normally dressed. One was wearing a backpack, another one was wearing just plain clothes. And they go and they walk by right beside me on each side, and they're like, "Hey, we saw what you did." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" And I'm still thinking like these are regular guys, and they're like, "Yeah, man, we saw what you got." And I'm still oblivious. I'm like, "What? This pin?" And they're like, "Yeah, that belongs to the store." I'm like, "Excuse me?" And they're like, "Yeah, you have to come with us." And I'm like, yo, am I getting fucking pranked by the fucking park or what the fuck? And so they're like, yeah, you have to come with us. And then my whole family was there, and like my brother was there, and they're like, and my mom was like, ¿Qué está haciendo? ¿Qué está pasando? What? ¿Por qué te están llevando? And then I'm all like, Mom, like, don't worry, I don't know what's going on, but they're making a big deal about this pen I found. Why'd you have to pick up a pen and on the floor or whatever? They take me to the security, area, and they're like interrogating me. They're like, do you have any more pins on you? What do you have in your? And I'm like, I have nothing else. It was just this pen I found on the floor, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They write me a ticket because I picked up a pin on the floor, and then they charged me for just that ticket alone to pay it. And they escorted me outside of the park. They're like, all right, we need you to leave the park. And just that ticket alone, I think they wanted to charge me $180.
And
Pay it?
God damn.
Did you pay the 180?
I didn't pay the 180 because I settled to pay like $60.
I would have paid nothing.
Should have paid it. They can't give you those tickets. They're actually illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Walmart got sued over that a couple of years ago.
Right, but they were trying to take me to court because it came from like straight from a police department. Like the tip was coming straight from them, not from the park.
If you would have bought that pen, how much would it have cost?
Maybe like
Probably
$8.
like 20,
$10.
maybe, yeah.
$8, $10.
$10. They can't take you to court over that.
You know how much money they'll be spending to take you to court for $8?
They literally can't. The minimum is $20.
But I later find out that they plant those things all over the park so that they can catch you and charge you for the like those tickets.
That's even more illegal.
Yeah, that's legal.
They have a.
So you were just lucky.
Room. They just have a bag of pins, and then so they take those pins, they take out the backings, and then they just plant them in different places of stores around the park, so that you can pick it up and take it.
Hey, catch this lawsuit, man.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, no, they can't.
And also, your biggest mistake was walking with them because you didn't have to do that. So
yeah, I have to do that.
Yeah. Like whenever security stops you, they can't touch you. You don't have to follow. Now, if they ask you to leave, you do have to leave.
Exactly.
If they can't sue you for an $8 pin, literally the smallest amount of money you can sue for in the United States is $20.
Right. They were gonna do a soft ban on me too for a whole year, but as soon as I paid off the ticket, they're like, "Oh, well, we took off the ban on you. You can come back to our park now."
Exactly. That's straight bullshit.
That sucks.
Take it straight, $60. Yeah, right.
In parks, you find shit all the time.
Exactly.
All the time.
All the time.
Like,
and now
now you know it is, kids. Yeah. Don't do what he did.
See, like when we were in Universal, right? Erica bought a brand new set of sunglasses, right? We went on a ride, came back out, she didn't have them, and I was like, oh well, it sucks for you, right? You lost a pair of shades, whatever. And then like, don't worry, I'm pretty sure we'll find one on the ground here somewhere, right? We hadn't taken a step outside of that land where we found another pair of like Gucci sunglasses, and I was like, "Hey, like, see, right there, just pick them up." Right? And now I'm never gonna do that again. Shit. Shit all
like
over
if you
the place.
find it on the floor, I'm gonna pick it up and walk. You want it, you take it.
That's why it's illegal, because they try to scare you into doing it.
Right, but I think the floor, like outside of like the stores, is different. I think, but when in the store, that's when. Because they catch you on camera and stuff like that.
No,
that's some Home Depot tactics right there.
But even the pin you got wasn't even from that store.
It wasn't even from that store.
Exactly.
It was part of the. It was part of the land. That's what they said.
They played you. They played you.
No, They do it to scare you into like paying that kind of money. That's what they do. That's why they can't do it, because they say Walmart has something similar where if they caught you shoplifting, they would like take you back, make you sign some papers, and then they'll give you like some fake ticket. But you stole something that was like $30, you gotta pay us like $700, right?
Yeah, and also when you're in those rooms, it counts as being arrested or detained against your will. Like they can't hold you against your will.
They can't hold you. They don't have that authority. So it's like, they do it just to intimidate you. And those papers literally mean nothing. Like I said, they got sued over it. The judge said this is unenforceable. So you can sign whatever you want in relation to that ticket, but it doesn't mean anything. Right. So next time, if you find a pen, they be like, "Hey, come with us." Be like, "Yeah, cool story, bro."
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
But at the same time, what sucks is that like you're there with your family, and suddenly you have to leave.
Right. You have to leave.
All right, that's enough Andres tales.
All right, so you guys want to talk about IGN and how they're doing great things out there for the gamer community?
So IGN,
it's not only IGN; it's most journalists on there.
So is this about the same guy who's like copyright or copy and pasted just their reviews?
No.
It's not fake. It's not fake reviews. The reviews are real, but it's being manipulated.
Oh no, I was talking about the other one where I thought we were gonna talk about the other one where it was like the guy Mitch Dreyer. He came out on IG on Twitter. He said that they had to pretty much embellish the stories to make it seem bigger than it actually was. So it was like the example they gave was Naughty Dog, is that he made it seem like, because his editors made him write it in a way where it seemed like it was this huge power struggle between Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley versus Amy Hennig. And so what they did was they forced her out of the position, but that's not what really happened.
That's.
Oh,
I thought we were talking about something else.
all three.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and he put an apology out there, said, he tried to take his name off of it, but they wouldn't let him. And so a lot of these stories you can't trust. And then what Josh was talking about was, if you notice, even though the community by and large don't agree that The Last of Us is a 10 out of 10, most game journalists, well, not most, but a good chunk of game journalists think that it is a 10 out of 10. A lot of game journalists didn't give it a score at all because they didn't think it was worth scoring. But a lot of game journalists gave it a 10 out of 10. And a lot of people in the community felt that those reviews were bought. And according to, if you saw the video from Alana Pierce, she used to be an IGN employee. She said that they're not bought, but a lot of the times they're the actual opinion of it, but at the same time of the writer who reviewed the game. But at the same time, there is an element of fear where if you don't give them a good score, they might revoke access.
Oh, I see.
So in a sense, it's not buying, but they are buying it.
I think I don't know if you guys know who they are. They're called Layman Gaming, and they were essentially breaking down what Alana had said, and they were like, I think that's complete bullshit because they were saying, well, we review games a lot too, and yeah, there's certain things that like game companies do like we'll say like Bethesda, the minute that we talk smack, they blacklisted us. But
Right.
He's like, for the most part, there's a lot of game companies that will accept criticism and they won't blacklist you for it. And they're like, and I don't think it's not that you're scared of wanting to write a review. I think it's just those people are personally scared of writing a bad review that the viewers or like the fans will go against you, not necessarily the company.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of what she said too. Was that she played The Last of Us 2, Alana Pierce. She said she played The Last of Us Part 2 months in advance, and like she knew the game wasn't going to be good, but she didn't want to put that out there because so many people was expecting it to be good that she didn't want like backlash from the fans. And I can see that, but I would have to say that's kind of your job as a journalist. You're just supposed to report, the truth.
Yeah.
Like if you don't think the game's gonna be fun, just say that. If you get backlash, that's kind of par for the course, really.
Yeah, but it's mostly a lot for like these AAA companies too, not like the single A, double A.
And that's one of the things I agree with her on, which is that if you really think about it, a lot of AAA games do get high scores because a lot of AAA games are the best games. Like a lot of indie games are trash. Like, it's true. Like for every one you see that's like a gold, like for every diamond that you find, there's like 8 million rocks.
Yeah, like look at The Witcher 3, right? That's
Right.
indie, but it got good scores, but because it blew up. So it ended up getting a great score. And now Cyberpunk is technically an indie, but it's backed up. But they have AAA money, so is it really indie at that point?
Also, because they don't have a publisher.
True.
Like all they need to do is hire Ray so they can, write bad reviews about Cyberpunk. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, everyone will be willing to buy one.
Something's gonna be fake news.
But at the same time, I do agree with Layman Gaming because it was like someone I follow named Jim Sterling, like a British dude. He got blacklisted from like so many places because he thought the games were complete trash, and he would talk about the bad things a lot of these companies do. And so like he's blacklisted like a lot. He pretty much has to wait till the game come out to review it.
Wow.
I mean, didn't Angry Joe talk about the spoiler of The Last of Us 2? Because there was like a leak, right, of the story that I think a few months back they're talking about it.
Yeah.
And then Angry Joe covered it, and he said like, "Oh look, he was saying like to the people who developed the game like, don't bat me. I'm not gonna talk trash. I mean, I'm gonna try to speak my truth, but at the same time, I'm not gonna spoil it for everyone else. So if you don't want to be spoiled for the what's gonna happen in Last of Us 2, don't watch my video. But I'm about to just go in a rant because he found out what was gonna happen. Right when it comes to the story, we kill the main character right at the beginning. If you guys, oh yeah, just
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler for everyone.
It's in the beginning. It's not that crazy.
Yeah,
Joel.
By now, I think everyone knows. And being watching.
But I also think that the biggest red flag to that was when who plays the voice actor for Joel?
Is it Troy Baker?
I think so.
Yeah.
When he went on social media, he was like, "Yeah, some people are not gonna like the story." That's the big red flag for me.
Yep.
When the voice actor is like, "Yeah, because if he's making that assumption, that means he didn't like it, right? And if he didn't like it, that means someone with that kind of experience. That usually means that probably wasn't good. What this is another game by another person with a huge ass ego, just like Death Stranding. Who tried to take an artistic vision, but they don't really know what art is, and they decided to ruin it. And then for all those people out there say, "Oh, there's no such thing as bad art." If that was true, then there's no such thing as a bad artist. Do you agree with that? No? Then shut up.
Yeah, but they fucked up big time when it comes to that. They always do when it comes to the story time or the story, in of itself. But this happens in movies too. Right? I mean, we saw it with
also this isn't the same Naughty Dog that made the first Last of Us too.
Yeah,
so.
It's not the same director.
It's a completely different team. They had to hire newbie animators to make this game. Like once I heard that, I was like, "Yeah, this game is not going to be as good as everyone thinks it is."
Right, and that was the thing because a lot of people say, "Oh, it's Naughty Dog," but I was like, "Look, you take a look at, perfect example, Metroid Prime. Nintendo said, hey, here's a Japanese studio. Go make that for us. It was too hard. We're going to give it back to Retro."
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like...
But even the same people at Retro that made the Prime trilogy are not the same people that are making Prime 4. It's the same thing with Blizzard. Like the Blizzard that everyone loves is not the Blizzard now because they all left.
Right.
People leave companies. Right. So it won't be the same.
That's why Infinity Ward makes bad Call of Duty games now.
Yeah. Did they make Modern Warfare?
Did they?
Well, they had help with Sledgehammer and Raven, and so
they had a lot of help. Yeah. But yeah, because Infinity Ward, Infinity Ward created the Call of Duty franchise, but the team is Respawn now.
Yeah, just look what they're making.
Yeah, they just dropped 2 great games back to back.
Yeah, you got Titanfall, Apex, and then even a single player, Star Wars.
Yeah, and so you can clearly see their experience on display. So when it's not the same team, you don't expect the same outcome.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it'll be okay if it's the same writer doing the story and stuff like that. And maybe you can say it's kind of the same, but it's still gonna be different though.
Yeah. So let's move on to what Mixer.
Or that dead ass platform that never saw the light of day.
There you go. So.
Yo, your boy Ninja and Shroud collected that money and said,
"No, they cash money in the bank. That's what they did, boys."
It was Ninja. I think Ninja got paid what it was, 10 to 20 million.
No, 20 million contract.
Straight up. Just to move from one platform to another platform.
Yeah, just to play games in a different street.
Yeah, that's crazy, yo.
And that's the funny thing about it, right? Because he didn't even have to go the whole year.
Yeah,
he just got $20 million for 8 months.
That's nuts. This, it's crazy.
It's crazy because, that essentially that game company, that streaming company went, all right, bye, and just did a whole payout for, Ninja and Shroud and some other. It wasn't just only them; it was other streamers as well that also had exclusivity deals.
Yeah.
And we're not hearing about these are the biggest thumbs that from that deal, and essentially now Ninja can go, all right, I'm going back to Twitch.
Exactly. Nope. He can't go back to Twitch because Microsoft shut down Mixer, but they made a partnership with Facebook Gaming.
Right, but the
So-
thing is, they told them.
Oh, they did? Okay,
Yeah.
because they were saying everyone who's partnered moves on to being partnered
No,
with
no, no,
Facebook.
no. They
No.
said you can, but you don't
Right.
have to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the
Never
choice.
mind.
Yeah, because Mixer doesn't exist anymore.
I'll just go back to Twitch.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
Like,
that's
yo, I
where-
got
that's
this free
where-
money. I'm gonna
Well,
go
no,
back.
That's too after Twitch abused his channel.
That's true.
Twitch. Twitch has these problems with violations, like streaming it. Does any violation? Apparently, recently, 8 hours ago, Dr. Disrespect got banned again from Twitch. Again, because he said he broke that community guidelines terms of service.
The thing when that happens, it's not that he broke it. It's that if you have enough people report you, the bots are just gonna ban.
Right.
They don't
That's like-
check. And then when people actually come in and check it, like, oh, the bot made a mistake. We're sorry.
No,
Right.
but Twitch came out and said that, yeah, we banned him. They literally said that. And then
Twitch
it
be
has
on
to be-
Twitch be on some jank shit because
Mhm.
yo, they'll ban anybody, but won't ban like e-girls doing like not like sexual stuff, but like
I mean,
you can
look at
tell
Poke-
they're doing.
It's the same business stuff. We've talked about this before. Look, if you have an e-girl on there naked, painting herself, calling it art, we all know the real
Yup.
reason is just to get naked. Right? As long as they're bringing in subscriptions, money, etc., like every business, they're gonna just sweep under the rug. Like, what are you talking about? No, that's art. What are you talking about? That's not.
I
That's
mean,
not sexual.
Look at the situation with Pokimane and It's a Gundam, right? It's a Gundam just did
Pokemon D?
Pokimane the streamer.
Oh, it's streamer. Okay, got it.
Alright, she had a thing where she like opened up a tab and it was a porn video and then like she quickly like exited out from there and she got
Girl, what you be
nothing.
doing on your spare time?
Right. She didn't even get a slap on the wrist. They were like, "Oh, okay, it was just a mistake." And then when It's a Gundam, he did a video on her on YouTube and just basically made fun of her simps, not even of her, but of all the people that donating money to her. And he got his Twitch channel, everything deleted, like all his video archives, except from videos that were 6 years ago. That were the only videos that stayed. And they're just like, oh yeah, we removed everything and without your authorization or without letting you know.
And then the crazy thing is, they can do that because they're a private company and that's their platform.
And that's the thing. Like Pokimane makes money, has a lot of followers, has a lot of subs, etc.
Simps.
And It's a Gundam doesn't have as many, so it's like we're gonna protect the money. That's what it's about. It's about protecting the money. If Ninja comes through and he brings like 12 million subs, right? And he's over here talking trash about Twitch, they're gonna be like, oh, we didn't hear it. We didn't see it.
Be like, what? He's upset. He's upset.
But that one person with like 200 subs go here and talk the same trash, banned. Because Ninja makes money and other people don't.
Yeah, but Dr. Spear, who gets a follower every day for 4 million followers every day.
Oh no, but watch. He's gonna be unbanned in a heartbeat. Come on, man. Come on, Ruben.
When they ban someone that popular, they'll unban him real quick just to set an example.
But this is the second that he get banned.
And they're gonna make a whole new story about it. We're like, oh, we reached to an amicable, agreement. And he's one of our exclusive streamers again, and we gave a shitload of money again.
Yeah, it's like what's it called? YouTube with Jake Paul, right?
Oh, God.
Right.
That guy can only get in trouble, but he never faces consequences. Like, as a matter of fact, every time he makes trouble, it's just good publicity for him.
Just like PewDiePie.
Yeah.
People, they're just untouchable on these platforms. They make too much money, they bring too much attention, and that's why they get away with it. Because like, think about it, how many times have you heard of PewDiePie being disciplined by YouTube? You heard him being dropped by Maker, right?
Maker, yeah.
You heard him being dropped by like a lot of things, but he doesn't get dropped by YouTube. They don't even touch him. They're just like, what? I don't even think he has a strike against his channel. And all this trash he talks.
He talks mad trash.
Yeah. Like, he talks mad trash. He does some borderline racist things, let's be honest. So he caught saying the N word like 3-4 times, and it's just like they're just like cool. Like cool. He has 100 million subs. Okay, we
well,
good.
there was context.
You have to look at the whole channel.
You had to see the whole what happened.
Exactly.
You get me? But the thing is, right now I think they deal with what's his name of this guy?
Ninja.
Ninja, yeah. But I think that he's trying to get a deal with YouTube because that's the only place that doesn't have like huge main streamers. Obviously, everyone's on YouTube, but they don't have.
And he's gonna get it. And he's gonna get it. Watch.
You know, the funny thing is, YouTube is like, YouTube will probably be like, well, you're not gonna go to Twitch, and you probably won't go to Facebook. So we all you got. So we don't gotta give you.
No. What's gonna happen is that Twitch is gonna throw money at them. That's what's gonna happen because they saw what happened. They lost their biggest streamer. They be like, "No, Ninja, come back. Let's go. Money. Here's some money." That's what's gonna happen.
Here's some titties. Yeah. Here's some milk.
That boy is set for life, yo.
But now, so now that Mixer is essentially dead, right? Does that leave a void in the world of streaming, or was it always?
No. When he left,
Mixer barely touched, like hit a touch. Right. The minute Microsoft took over Mixer just went.
Facebook faster than Mixer, but it wasn't much better.
Yeah, right. And Facebook gaming is hot garbage.
Yeah, they're gonna get Mixer's infrastructure now, so maybe it'll be better. But
yeah, it might be better.
I think the only positive thing that people were saying about Mixer was the interface, but other than that, that was like about it.
And it was easier to get partnered.
Right, and they were saying the interface. I mean, as good as the interface was, people still weren't flocking to Mixer.
Definitely weren't.
Yeah, because you never really heard it as much as you heard Twitch. I think Twitch is a lot more popular, a lot more viable.
That's one of the first.
Man, I only went to try. I went to Ninja's channel once to see what the hell the whole buzz was about. I couldn't even get 1080p, bro. It was lagging, like it was cutting off, and I was like, okay, this shit is not gonna last. I said, I could even put the source, like direct source.
Facebook is next.
I don't think so. I think Facebook, if he does, they have a lot of fucking money. I think they're putting money in a lot of gamers right now.
They need to put that in their infrastructure.
I think Ruben streamed on Facebook a couple of times. He got a few viewers, but whatever.
Yeah, got it.
I streamed on Facebook once. I ain't doing that again.
I think Facebook is so. Since it's not a gaming platform, it's really hard to people find out that you're streaming.
Yeah, and the thing about Facebook is that if you have a Facebook account, you're not streaming to your Facebook account. You got to make a whole new account for streaming. So it pretty much has 0 followers, 0 friends.
Yeah.
So if you try to stream, your friends can't even see it.
Yeah, you have to post it in your profile.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, all we know.
Remember me? I also do this. Follow me over here. And the thing is that it's not like people are constantly on Facebook anymore. I think Facebook only lives because of Instagram money
and memes. That's it.
Memes, yeah. That's why TikTok's become one of the best.
Like my mom actually sent me a message, a text this week. It's like, hey, why don't you like my things on Facebook? And I'm like, Mom, I'm not on Facebook anymore.
Like no one goes on Facebook to post a status anymore. No one says, I went out chilling today. No one does that. Everyone just posts things from Twitter. They post memes, news articles. That's all they do. They don't post statuses
Facebook. Facebook is to watch memes or either to watch like long videos of activism and stuff like that.
Yeah, you don't post. Facebook is not.
Most of that is still Twitter though.
Oh, you go there to watch viral videos.
Twitter is where you post statuses now.
Yeah, Twitter's the way.
Not Facebook.
Yeah.
Even Instagram, people just go on stories and post about updates.
Yeah, stories.
Not even on the even on the post, like not even on the main post anymore.
Like the main post is mostly just what you do, and everything after that is just now is on stories. 'Cause remember how people will make videos, like short videos, on their main post? Now they just do that on the stories because it's more convenient.
Yeah, and it's very difficult to get likes on pictures, like because everybody watches your story, and even if you put like, click here to see it, people won't do that shit.
Most people don't. Yeah, you get like maybe 3 out of like however many you people that saw
And
it.
then you look at your story, and there's like 100 people saw it.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
I think now we have different social platforms that we could just go to instead of being going on Facebook.
So speaking about Twitch and Pokemon, how do you guys feel about that guy suing him for 25 million?
I got an idiot. Guys,
Wait, is he actually suing her on our Twitch?
no, he's suing
No,
Twitch.
he's doing Twitch and in its totality.
Yeah, so there's a guy, I don't remember his name. Let me see. Well, there's a guy who
I'll be right
It's
back.
a Latino name.
What?
Yeah, I think it's a Latino name too.
Yeah, it is. But it's Estevio.
Yeah.
He's suing him because Twitch exposed him to e-girls.
Mhm.
And so, for some reason, maybe because they're female, he's attracted to them. And so, all he does is masturbate every day, all day, to female streamers. He only follows female streamers. Almost 800 female streamers he follows, and 0 male ones. And so, he feels that it's Twitch's fault for exposing him to all these attractive women. On
It's fault for watching all of those streamers.
Yeah, and so now he's
like,
like 25 million.
So it's like trying to say, "Oh, I'm going to sue Pornhub and all the other porn websites out there because they exposed me to porn for the first time, and it's because of them that I have an addiction." Yeah, it's so stupid.
Yeah, you seeked it, like you searched it out.
You even click to follow them.
Right.
That's all you
Yeah,
do.
he only subs to
It's your choice to follow them or not.
He's clear, but the thing is, he's clearly not in his right mind. I mean, I think he has prior sues with I think Nintendo twice, PlayStation once, Xbox once. Like he tried to sue other companies. It's not his first time.
Dude, it's like saying I'm gonna sue McDonald's because I'm fat.
Right.
It's like he has OCD, sex addiction, and Crohn's disease.
Right.
Yeah, that's an epic fail for him with the suit.
He's saying that it's impossible for him to use Twitch without being exposed to sexual content.
Right.
Not sexual content. I see the e-girls that people talk about. They're not.
I see the angle. I see the angle. Maybe like it may trigger something along the lines of moderating the algorithm of things being exposed. Without some sort of warning, because like that may be a case, but I don't see him winning simply because he has a point.
Yeah. Well,
dumbass point too.
I mean, he had a point until he started naming his transgressions that he was doing.
I see.
You kind of like counterplay what you're trying to testify against.
I see. Right. Yeah, when you make yourself the victim, you make also yourself the target.
Right.
Oh, a hollow thing.
So what he wants, right, is that he wants a permanent ban of all the female streamers that he listed. God. Right? He wants to put in a TOS that they can't do it. And he wants 25 million in punitive damage split between him, the other Twitch Prime subscribers who subscribe to them, and the leftover money being donated to COVID-19 and Black Lives Matter charities. And
that ain't gonna happen.
Maybe the Black Lives Matter.
This lawsuit has been filed in California.
Well, yeah, he
see like when you look at
Sony, Nintendo, and Blizzard before.
Yeah, so when you look at the things that it's like saying, oh yeah, I want money. But the money is not just for me, guys. It's for everybody else, for all these good causes. So you're essentially using all of those good causes to hope to influence the judge decision by saying, oh, yeah, you know what? This guy has a good heart, right?
No, that's definitely what he's trying to do. That's definitely what he's trying to do. I mean, first of all, the case is already ridiculous. But he's trying to, like, get people to his side by saying, look, I'm sending it to all these good places. You should help support me. And it's like, no, you're crazy. What you're doing is
that's
crazy.
pitiful. That's just pitiful, man. I think he's going to lose, and he's going to be permanently banned. That's damn sure.
Well, I mean, if he gets banned, it would be good for him. Because isn't that
what make another account.
Yeah. He's going to go mixer, go be over there.
I ban him.
But yeah, no, this is no way it's gonna happen because it's like he exposed all these sexual content on Twitch. It's like, do you not heard of Pornhub? Have you not heard of these sites?
Yeah,
Hey,
but I mean,
it's like
what,
they're literally there for that exact reason that you went to Twitch for. Like, why would you go to Twitch for that? Like, it doesn't even make sense, really.
there is
Yeah, and
there's
there's
a,
live streaming on Pornhub too.
yeah, there's a larger topic for discussion. When it comes to this, it's an underlying issue besides this, right? When it comes to there are people who do develop legitimate addictions to this, and those should speak up and they should seek help. There should be some sort of avenue. It shouldn't be something that's obscure, right? If he feels like he needs help because for a legitimate reason, right, he can't stop, and this is causing him harm in his life, then yeah, he should get help. Well, should he get also the money because of his addiction? No, not really. Okay.
I mean, it's like going to McDonald's and you get fat and you sue McDonald's because you got fat. Oh, you said that? Okay.
Yeah. Dude.
Actually, that sounds like a good idea.
Have you guys heard all the freaking crazy drive-through stories that have been popping up this week since COVID-19 started to reopen?
No.
Dude, it's crazy. So there was one story where McDonald's, right? And this girl was honking like crazy to the girl who was waiting for her order at the teller, right? And then the McDonald's employee was just like, hey, can you park over there? I'll bring ahead your food. And then so the lady's like, sure, I'll park. And you know what? Let me pay for the girl who's behind me honking like crazy. Let me pay for her meal too. Okay. So that's cool. She did that, right? And everybody's like, oh, that's really, really, really nice. So when the other girl rolled in, right, after she finally moved and parked, the girl told, oh, don't worry, your order has actually been taken care of by the lady you were honking at. And then she's like, oh my God, oh my God, this is so cool. Thank you very much. And then she got off the car and started waving, right? Little did she know that the girl in the front had said, I'll pay for her order, but bring it to me.
Oh.
So when the McDonald lady came out, she came out with her order and the girl from the one behind. Right.
That's what she fucked up.
And then the girl was just like, oh, and then she drove away. And then the lady who was honking, waiting for her order, now it's like, where's my order? It's like, oh, I gave it to the person who paid for it. And then she had to go back to the end of the line to order again.
Oh, savage!
Yo, that's
infinity.
That's a
karma
right there.
Yeah, that's a life experience right there. Yo.
Dude, but honestly, that is a very smart move when it comes to handling that shit. I was just like, damn, that's fucking dope.
That's
so
so
cool.
crazy.
Yeah.
Will you use money for revenge? That's crazy.
Yo, that's you say. Don't fuck with me. Yo, leave it alone.
That's what you get for being impatient, yo.
Yeah.
I think I told Josh recently. It's weird because I've had that happen already twice to me, kind of like 1 week after another. And I told Josh that I was at a Starbucks and I was just waiting. I ordered, and the first time I didn't even order for myself. I ordered for someone that was visiting the house, and the lady in front, she essentially paid all the whole order, and I was like, what the hell? And they're like, oh yeah, we paid for everything. I'm like, bitch, I didn't even order shit for myself. I ordered more if I would have known. But it's crazy now. People are starting to do that now. That I'm starting to see.
That's interesting.
They're starting to find a lot of ways to do nice things that are random, because I think they also kind of they miss the social interaction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That also has to do with it too.
Or you could be like that one Karen from I think it was McDonald's too, right? That she went and she was crying because they were taking a long time to get her order.
Police officer.
Yeah. You saw it, right? Y'all heard, right?
Activity in the world that maybe
That
they're just trying
shit,
to.
And she was making.
There's been a lot going on, so people are like, let's spread some positivity out there.
Yeah, and by the way, Ray, so my sister, her name is Karen, right? So I came in and I asked.
I forgot about that.
You forgot about the
No, I didn't.
one girl you spent most of.
I forgot about
Yo,
the
it
fact
actually,
that a lot of people
it
that
actually
that have
sucks
that
to be
name.
named Karen right now.
So
Yeah.
I asked her, it's like, hey, are you aware of the fact that your name is being used to, essentially embody
Verb.
a person who
Use that
complains
as
a lot?
Yeah, like
Sorry,
Karen is
Karen.
a verb right now.
Yeah, so she's like, and then she said, yeah, you know what? At the beginning, I was mad, but then I realized that I do complain a lot. I was just like, okay,
Just roll with it.
all right, never mind. I wanted to completely go different conversation.
No. Yeah.
No, that's what he said.
Yeah.
So what else we covering?
Well,
we cover everything, right?
Yeah.
The only
I
thing
have-
that sucks about Mixer dying is that Mixer was actually for gaming. It wasn't all like this whole e-girl thing. Like, there was actual gamers in
there's
Mixer.
actual like you didn't find face painting or body painting.
Yeah, it
or
was just
any of
pure
that shit.
gaming.
Because Twitch was hooking it up. I told you, man. Like they knew where the money was. They're like, no, man, here you go. You body paint, that's art.
Now on Twitch, on the front page, you don't even get games like that anymore.
Bro, Twitch, you can even find like a teacher for yoga on Twitch now.
The top category is just chatting.
Yeah, look at this right now. It's popping. It's #1 right now. Not our podcast. I'm talking about.
No,
the category.
Our podcast is trending right now. It's #1.
Yeah.
Like,
like if you go to the browse section, like talk shows and podcasts are like #1 with 2,000 people. Actually, number one. Just chatting has like 300K.
So, if you guys don't have anything else to talk about, or you guys want to just kind of refresh your minds, I do have a game that I have planned.
Did
You
we
guys
actually talk about everything?
I
mean, that was
we cover everything.
That's the Avengers game.
Okay, look here, check it out.
Shit,
It was
right.
a trash game. It was a teaser. It was about the Brutes coming back in the game because they want to go bring back the old school players. That's it. That's all you need to know. Avengers is trash. Don't buy it. Move on. There. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the character design of Avengers, like Tony Stark doesn't look like Tony Stark.
Yeah,
Like,
even
it
Thor
looks so ugly, dude.
The gameplay looks hella boring too.
Yeah, and you see it's stuttery as motherfucker.
So like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the CG. So like, you know how back in the day, whenever you had a movie come out for any reason, there was also a video game tie-in, right? That was just like the norm.
Yeah.
And these games are just ass, just like complete trash. That is exactly how I feel when it comes to this Avengers game, which sucks.
I'm actually happy that Spider-Man wasn't a movie tie-in. It was just his own thing, and ended up being really good too. So I hope they.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, you're right. It's almost like that Toy Story game they came out with a movie.
Yeah, I mean, look at this Tony Stark, dude. It's so ugly, dude.
Put it, share it.
Okay. I think I'm sharing it now, isn't it?
We still
Now?
see Ninja.
We still see your boyfriend ninjas.
Again? Wait, let me just stop sharing.
Wait, Josh, say something?
Something.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird because you cut out for a second.
Oh, okay.
There you go. I think you guys see it now?
That's a black.
Black screen.
I bought a new laptop, by the way.
Even the computer doesn't want to work. Look at it.
I know, right?
It's that ugly, dude. It's that ugly. Tony Stark.
Okay, so I stopped sharing now. Should be. Let's see. Am I still sharing anything?
You still sharing?
Still is black screen.
Black screen, yeah.
Great,
There you go.
great.
Get back to the regular.
Oh, there you go. That had an update going on. Sorry.
Damn Windows.
No, nothing's changed.
Look, it's bad. We know. It's okay.
It's super
Exactly.
bad.
It's okay. Not even the computer wants to share because
Bro,
it's
Skype
trash.
knows that it's really bad. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
It
completely
yeah. Let me know.
di-
Let me know when you guys see it. I don't know where the fuck happened. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Once I get it through, I'll patch it in. But yeah, so it's just a bad game. And there were toys that were being released with this game, and the toys were just equally bad looking. Like they were peg warmers if I ever saw them.
Yeah, I mean they came out with Funkos, and I think they were getting more hype with the Funkos at first, and then everybody started seeing the game. They're like, oh, yeah,
yeah.
no.
That game- yeah, people are saying Square just wasn't up to the challenge to make the game.
Yeah.
You could tell that it's just one of those licensed games that's just like, oh, we were licensed to make it. That's it.
Right.
I mean, they do have a few cool instances where, like, with the armor, and then like it represents like certain times in the comics and stuff like that, like, which is really cool. But it just and it I don't know, it's just like a mishmash of just like a shitload of games that is not supposed to be in this game.
Right.
Like there's like the HUD, even when you're customizing like certain parts or abilities for each character, looked a shitload like Destiny.
Oh yeah, the whole
and
like
copy
that.
paste.
So you pretty much think that they put like a bunch of just games all into
Oh yeah,
one and just smashed it.
I don't think they did.
Oh, okay.
That's no question. They did. I mean it's the HUD just looks exactly like Destiny.
A lot of the enemies do too.
What happened?
A lot of the enemies look like it's Destiny enemies too.
Yeah, and they just and also a lot of the enemies are super generic. Like even the bosses, like the mini bosses, are just like tank spiders.
Right,
And
exactly.
it really like it.
It's
It doesn't
bougie.
tell
But
you.
the minute they showed that, what was it, last year or was it 2018?
I think it was last year. Yeah.
Whenever they showed it the first time, we were all like, "Ew."
I guess just thinking it was gonna get better after a year.
Yeah, we had thought they were gonna change the faces too.
But that gameplay was hot trash though. Like, ew, man.
Like even the collector's edition. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's a statue of Captain America, like in tribute.
You got that?
They have the mocap face of him, and it looks nothing like Captain America. So it's just like the ugly version of Cap.
oh god.
You got that?
No, versus Captain.
I was close. I was like, damn, I'm so excited for this game.
Look,
Let me see this collector's edition and complete ass.
Nah, bro. Look, just go on Blizzard. Look at some of those Overwatch statues. Get them while they're cheap, right? Don't waste your money on that shit.
Yes, sir.
But he got the best one of them all. He don't need it anymore.
So you can even go get the Diablo 4 Lilith.
I just want the Widowmaker one.
He's cheap right now.
I might cop that.
They said they even got Lilith from Diablo 4. So there you go.
Yeah.
Go get you some cheap ones.
Oh yeah, Andres, what were you talking about Miles Morales stuff? Getting increase on sales and stuff?
You can talk about that. I'm gonna be busy.
Yeah, Andres, we were talking about that.
What?
That Miles Morales comics.
Oh, well, since the game announcement of Miles Morales, everything has been trending of him, and especially with the speculation of not the speculation now with the upcoming second Spider-Verse movie, like everything is trending when it comes to him. Even his comic book, like which is his first appearance, and if you get it graded at 9.8, it's going anywhere from $500 to like $800. And if you get like his variant version, it's going up all the way from like $1,000 to $2,000.
Goddamn.
And it just there's so much hype with them because of just that the game
DLC.
Just because of DLC alone.
It's a standalone.
Who's that, Tony?
Not
Who's
DLC.
Who's those Avengers? The opener looks like the real Avengers. Like dude. Not even Thor, dude. Not even worse.
Like,
That's Antonio Estarque.
yeah. And I don't know. I don't know if you guys noticed, but like his head is smaller than everybody else's, proportional to his body.
Right.
So it's like they actually made it small so they can build the mask around it, which is kind of stupid.
Right, put that on the screen.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the best
The
one
worst thing
is
ever.
Black Widow, like as in like face, because
Uh-huh.
she looks like more like her comic accurate like portrayal.
Yeah.
But everybody else
Yeah, 'cause
looks super weird.
I think Bruce Banner looked pretty decent.
Yeah,
I know.
there's
but
there's a
Captain
couple
America,
of shots, but like when he's far away, he looks janky as fuck.
Captain
Yeah.
America, and Tony Stark, dude, which is Iron Man.
Tony Stark looks like a teenager.
Yeah.
Tony
Captain
Stark
America
looks like
is generic.
I look.
dad bod Captain America.
It looks like those little NASCAR racers. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's true.
No, they look like the bad
Wow.
molds. They
You know
look
the
like the bad molds of Marvel Legends, the action figures.
Oh.
Yeah, essentially they look bootleg.
Yeah,
Like-
no, but this speaks to what was always a problem with Square Enix. Is you could tell it. Look at all the straps, all the little creases and like pads of armor, right? It's like Square Enix always had a problem with they just
Bro,
over engineered their
Look at that Iron Man
They
mask.
never
It looks
substance.
bad. It looks really bad.
I
Holy
mean
cow.
that's what goes to show that sometimes, like Kenneth was saying, right? There is such a thing as bad art, right?
Yeah.
Because this sucks.
Yeah, the
It's
portrayal
just,
just.
it's
I think the best ones is Black Widow and Kamala Khan. Kamala Khan looks like straight from the comics.
wait, go back to
Even has like the like that makeshift costume, but
yeah,
like
because
everyone,
look at Thor, right? Look at all those little Norse patterns he has on his outfit. They didn't need all that. They didn't need all that. He has it on every strap. He has it on all the little gold circles. He has it on his arm pads. He has it on
None of
everything.
that. Yeah.
They didn't need any of that. Like what Square Enix does is like, I don't know if you guys remember, but like a long time ago they did like a Batman statue, and it was
Yeah.
like it looked really cool, but that was the problem with
Oh.
Square Enix. Like they over engineered their which one?
the
Oh
play
yeah,
art.
they did do that Batman statue, huh?
Right, yeah, like they over engineer their character designs, and just like there's no substance behind it. It was like you don't need all that. Like instead of focusing so much on how the little patterns on his outfit, you should have been focused on like his beard. You get what I'm saying? Like you should have focused on his hair.
Yeah, I think what you're seeing, Ken, is like the alternate costumes like that they can get when like they upgrade and stuff like that, because there's different costumes that like help you have different abilities. Like like when
Different
Iron Man has that gamma radiation armor, then he's allowed to shoot like those green gamma ray beams, and it's just like that's why like you see like those different costumes or like
Yeah.
different intricacies and details, because they're supposed to reference something from a comic book or a show or from
Right.
something.
I get it, but even still, like it wasn't necessary. You get what I'm saying? Like people
It wasn't necessary, but you wouldn't be complaining about that. This actually looked fucking cool.
no, but that's the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look,
Oh,
the thing is though, it can look amazing, but that gameplay still look like hot garbage.
Garbage, yeah.
I mean, when it comes to like this are alternate costumes, right? Look at Thor's helmet, dude.
Right.
Yeah,
It looks fucking dope as shit.
yeah, it's supposed to represent like
Bro,
and stuff like that.
is that
Like,
Hulk
weird.
2003? Is that Hulk 2003 the movie, dude? Because that's
Oh shit!
that looks way. The
Yeah,
Hulk
but, like-
2003 looks way more better than that thing.
But
God
yeah,
damn.
like I think the problem is just like it's too much. Like it's just like they focus so much on like certain things. It was just like, why didn't you get the story straight, the gameplay straight, like all that stuff?
Yeah, and honestly, the kind of like just beat 'em up kind of games where you just walk around beating a whole bunch of like drone characters. That there is no substance to that gameplay.
I mean, if you want to play that, might as well play Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Right.
Yeah,
which is a
Way
better
better.
game.
way better.
You can play the X-Men.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And it's a much better game. So
Right.
Right. It's just too much. Like they need to focus. They need to stay focused on what matters.
Yeah, essentially, this is like you tried, but no,
Right.
you failed.
You
Take it next
fell-
semester, guys.
Take another year, bro. Just flop it. Just rebuild all of it.
Yep. And they invested money in this game, dude. That's
Savage.
it.
It was,
Yeah,
it was like Kingdom Hearts. It was like Final Fantasy, where it's just Final Fantasy 15, where it's like they looked amazing as games. Like when you picked it up, it was beautiful. But the story and the gameplay was just so lame.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like just weren't feeling it. I'm just like, why'd you put all these effects on trash? Like you might as well just take like a trash can, put it in a PlayStation, and just spray grease on it. And that's what Square Enix does.
at least
All right.
Tomb Raiders are not bad.
All right, let's
Yeah.
move away from this shitty game, please. I don't want to see this.
All right. So, you guys want to play a game?
All right.
All right.
So let's just recharge. All right. So this is essentially like Andrew said earlier. This is Price is Right, but when it comes to our type of edition, right? Our geek edition,
Right.
so to speak. So the whole thing is, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a couple of items that were sold either as buy now or in auction from eBay, right? And you guys have to, just throw your guesses out as far as how much the items sold for. Okay.
How long do we have to analyze the picture?
Oh, until you guys have all the time you need. It's
Until
not
we
a big
get
deal.
it.
He's essentially asking how long do we have to cheat?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah.
So what's the point of this
How long we
game?
have?
Oh,
How long we
We
have?
just gotta get the closest to the price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh well, okay.
Right,
She's
Josh.
gonna show us a picture of it, and then we gonna guess the price of it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Okay.
But now you guys have to pick you have to pick one out of all of you guys. You can discuss and everything, but let's see who gets the most points, right? So everybody come up with their price. If you want, you can share. If not, you can just keep it to yourself and see whether or not you earn a point or not. So let's see. The first one, Funko Pop, Pokemon prototype lot, Squirrel, Charmander, and Bulbasaur. So these are the Funko Pops.
I know the
These
price
are
already.
prototypes, right? So you get the Charmander in this item, you get the Bulbasaur, which has two different types of plastic, which is crazy, and then you get the Squirrel. So how much did this item go for?
Andres, what's up?
When you're talking about prototypes, just one alone is worth a lot. When you're talking about a lot now, and especially when it comes from the same line, that gets a little bit more pricier. I would have to say that maybe around the 1,500 mark.
1,500.
I was thinking like 2,000.
2,000.
I was thinking 750.
750. Lou?
Because I just checked the mark for the Bulbasaur prototype. I know for $1.
Why you cheating?
You don't cheat, Lou.
No, because I already know these. I
No,
already
he
know
hasn't
this.
cheated. He hasn't cheated. I can see him.
Okay.
So
So
Ray cheated with him.
I'll tell
Yeah,
this,
you wish.
1,200 for all three of them.
1,200. So the highest bid right now is Andres. Damn.
Wait,
Okay.
No, I said 2 G's.
No,
3 G's. Okay, fine. Ray?
Watch that shit sold for like $3.
I'll settle for $1,000. What is $1,000?
$1,000. Okay, so if everybody's keeping score, we're gonna go ahead and give it to Ken because you know what? This actually sold for not as much as you guys might think.
Oh, I'm a fucking beast.
Oh my god!
They came up.
These
Yeah,
bid 750.
It might have been a rip-up, right? That's true.
I think yeah, because with prototypes, they don't give you the box a lot of times, and so you don't know if you're paying for a legitimate. You don't know if they're coming straight from the company, because a lot of the prototypes are like given away through giveaways or because you went to their events or stuff like that, or you get it straight from them because whatever.
Shady.
You went to the headquarters or whatever, but usually they're way more like that price one alone, that's how much one should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if the guy got a good deal,
Yeah, he got
That's why you go to eBay.
Can
But
we talk
again-
about how dusty this man's stand is?
Exactly, and that's why it's
And you see the swell, like,
he was
oh, that's
desperate.
it,
and that's why it's 450. Look at that dirty ass Squirtle. Fuck out
Yeah,
of here.
that's what I'm saying. Second glance, he's so dirty.
But I'm that's sometimes there's sometimes a little hesitation when it comes to prototypes because people don't
Because you don't know
it's
whether
legit
or not, right?
Yeah.
And because all you need to do is get a mold, right? If you get the mold,
Yeah,
then you
you
hit the nail to practice. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, next. This is straight for Ken. Papa John's pizza plates, lot of 6.
Oh God.
So these
What?
are 6 plates, right? That when connected, they form a Papa John's pizza. So you can eat your Papa John's pizza on a Papa John's plate.
Yo, that's $10. Right?
And we know that
It's
the Papa John's CEO is essentially the best person in the world, right?
Nobody's created that.
And even if if people say that it's not good, America still thinks that Papa John's is still pretty tasty.
Nah, no.
You don't have anything after all.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
HBC is passing, not D. Okay, gold, silver, bronze. No, nothing after bronze. Like, probably it's trash.
Okay, according to LeBron James, I think it went for $100.
Okay, Ray says 100.
So
How
Ray-
much do you say, Kenneth?
So when was these created?
I think they're from like the 2000s or so. This is all information that was given in the listing.
52.
How much?
$52.
$52. Okay.
Yeah. First kid is 6.
Okay. Andres?
I'll put 115 on it.
115. Okay.
Okay.
Josh?
That's pretty accurate. About like 90, 95.
95. Okay.
Yeah.
Lou? Last one.
Did he say like 90?
Okay. So he said
I'll
90.
be surprised if this thing
So once again,
costs more than $50.
Kenneth is on the right here. Stealing it for that $69.99, coming from Kentucky, United States, guys. Only place where you'll find this garbage.
No,
Who the
that-
hell wants to buy this dog shit?
You should see Papa John's. You should change yourself.
Oh my God! Like, oh my God, guys! Look, I got these Papa John pizza slices that I can't even eat, and I bought it for $95. I mean, $70. Oh, jeez.
Was it signed by the guy?
No.
No.
I
It was used.
Did he touched
Yeah,
it or he
tubes
wrote his
too,
dick
yeah,
on it?
shit.
No,
Yeah,
that's where
he-
you would eat pizza from.
No,
Look how
he just
sweaty
wanted
that dude
to put the magic number 69.
That picture was taken because it was controversial because he was drunk as fuck.
Oh, okay. No wonder.
Yeah, he's drunk as hell. That guy can't handle his liquor, dude.
That's why he got fired from his own.
Yeah.
house.
It's freaking awful.
All right,
Anyways. Next. All right. So let's see. Next, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. We were talking about this just a little while ago, right? And
See
this
it.
is the
Okay, that's
Sony
that,
PlayStation.
that's
Oh,
Right.
God.
Is this sealed?
No, it's not sealed.
okay. Because I've actually looked this up a few years ago how much this game will cost, and before it even came to like Xbox Live and shit, it was going for money, like
Still is.
$1,500 and shit like that.
Still
Damn.
is.
Yeah,
And
it was
this-
going for a lot.
This was actually one on a bid, by the way. Keep an eye. And this was on June 26, 2020. So essentially
sealed, right?
today. Okay. So that auction ended today.
Is it sealed?
No,
No.
it's open.
No.
But it's tested and working. All right.
Yeah, these are rare. Like, ah, man.
Yeah.
Well, don't you have a copy, Max?
I'm gonna
Yes,
say
I
I'm
have
gonna
a
say
copy of this.
3,500.
3,500. Shit.
What?
I'm gonna say 120.
Nowhere.
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
say
say 120.
3,500. I know it's not gonna be worth more than $1. I'm just throwing a number out there.
Okay.
I'm going with 120.
120. So far, Kenneth, by the way, so it's been two out of two. 2 for 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for 90, just because I know for a sealed one, they go for like I want to say they go for like anywhere from $600 to $800.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Sealed is rare. Like you don't find them.
Especially if it doesn't have the manual, it's been used, and
Yeah.
but if it's a working model and it's open and has the CD,
Watch that shit be like $20.
yeah.
I'll
and
say
then-
130.
and it's one at a bid, and it's not a buy it now. Then
Yeah.
I'd say like around there.
So-
It's not gonna be 3,500 by the way.
I'll say 130.
130. Anders has like 115, right?
No, I said 90.
90, and then Ken said 100, right?
Right?
No, can I say
Yeah,
120?
120.
Yeah,
What about
I'll
you?
say 150.
150. he wants 250. All right, this one's actually sold for 115. Okay, not too bad.
Oh my god.
Wait. No.
Wow.
Dear God.
So who gets the point for this one?
That one's Ken.
I was the closest. I was at $5. Yeah.
Oh shit, dude. Okay, cool. So that's 3 for Ken. Damn, that's
Shipping. Actually, if you include shipping, it was 120.
Okay, calm down, boy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you just popping off like.
yeah, so I'm gonna hold on to my copy for now. I'm not selling it
Oh, you have this?
because this price. Yeah, I have this one. Look at this price with the manual.
I just got it too.
Okay.
Oh, address. What's your address?
I have it.
All right.
I have it. I've downloaded on the PS3.
Well, that PS3
this,
gonna get stolen.
so this one is a wild card. Okay, this is a rare Donald Trump signed Bible from the Alabama church. And now the thing about this one is that we know how much Trump likes Bibles, right? He likes to read clearly. But the thing about this one is like if you look at the description, it says that it is haunted. The Bible is haunted.
Wow.
Okay, it says so the Bible appears to be misprinted, right? Because it's upside down. But they claim that at the beginning that wasn't the case. Okay,
Sure.
because it is now cursed. You be the judge.
Trump.
I don't know.
Ever
That's
since
what
he
they said.
got
Like, this is a cursed, haunted Bible. So, how much did it sell? And this one was actually sold, I think, as a, it was sold on a bid. And this was also today.
$20.
I'm gonna say like $45.
45.
Nah.
I got 20. I got 45.
I'm gonna say 2,500.
2,500. Damn.
I say that because there is.
He does got some loyal followers.
He has some crazy ass conservatives out there, so I don't know.
They ain't rich though.
That's true.
You see how many rich ass conservatives came out? Fuck that.
Okay, Lou.
I'll say $5,000.
$5 grand.
Okay.
damn.
It's rifle.
Okay.
I mean, one of those reasons. That's cool.
Ruben.
$5.
I mean, sorry, Ray.
I say like $100 just because it's like it seems interesting, and at the same time he has the signature in him. So I was like, okay. I think the bid went at least to $100.
Okay. So, ending bid today was actually $41.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Who won?
I think Josh got it. Huh?
Josh
Yeah.
at 45.
Yeah, Josh at 45.
If you actually take it to shipping, it's actually about $44.39. So
Are you kidding about
you have to pay the whole thing. You don't
It's
just
true, yeah.
By the way, this item I couldn't believe I fucking saw this. I was just like, I need to include this shit because it's so stupid.
So they're
get
gonna
so-
go crazy with that $5,000 deal, though.
Yeah.
Like that.
So next, 1979. This is more in the Ray kind of realm, but it's also in Andres, right? 1979 Panini Calcitori, which is a card printing company like Wizards of the Coast was back in the day in Latin America.
You said what? 1979?
1979, Panini Calciatore, number 312, Diego Maradona, rookie card, PSA.
Oh, God, that's a lot
8.
of money. Yep.
Okay, so
That's
how
a
good
lot
of a
of money.
player he was?
So if you guys don't
It's a
know,
minting.
One of the
How
best
popular
players.
was he too?
Diego
One of the best-
Maradona is very successful, legendary footballer from Argentina, and is also Ray's idol.
Oh wow. Oh, wow.
That's funny.
By the way, he invented the goal hand. By the way, goal hand.
No goal hand. I mean,
The
the hand of God. He said.
The hand of God. Yeah, the hand of God.
He didn't invent it. He just
Yeah, he
cheated
just
and then
cheated
called
with
it.
it.
So
Okay.
it was not the God of
It's
hand.
not like somebody's
Aw.
using it.
So I
So-
guess
He created the meme. Well, basically, people created the meme. The God of hand.
oh, let me understand something. He was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the
Yeah,
best
what-
players in the
really
world.
good.
I
Yeah.
mean, dude, you're. I like how you're asking whether he was good, and he's holding the World Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, he said he cheated and such. I don't know, like.
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
City all the way up.
And-
Yeah.
He got away with it. He got away with it. Yeah.
He got away. Yeah.
Yeah,
They even
he's,
saw the camera that he actually hit it with his hand and stuff.
yeah, he's in Patriot level. You know, like they cheat and they still win, and people love him.
Yeah. And there's a religion in Argentina.
Yeah, just look at
Hey, there's a religion for this dude in Argentina.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
fucking nuts.
Oh.
That's some crazy shit.
No, he was
Uh,
godly back in
Do
the
you
day.
imagine
he
a
was godly.
religion for Michael Jordan, yo?
I think that.
Yo, there already
Yeah, there
is. Nick
There
Harris.
it is. Yeah.
So
Michael
this,
Jordan.
yeah,
Michael
This-
Jordan is not as the god of basketball, by the way, but most of people.
Who's known as God of basketball?
Michael Jordan.
okay, so this is the listing, right? Again, and this was won at auction today. And it sold June 26, 2020, today at 10:11 a.m. So like somebody put the money on this shit today. And he was like, I need this rookie card today. So how much did it sell for?
Let me
It's tough
see.
because if it's actually from 1979, that's tough because the highest grade you can get is a gem and 10, and an 8, you're off by 2. But those two, I mean, it's a pretty hefty price difference.
But the thing is, this ain't Michael Jordan. This is not.
This is but I would say he's more famous than Michael Jordan
Michael
because
Jordan, yeah.
he's known worldwide.
Why?
Michael Jordan's more of a here type of thing, even though he is known
But
internationally.
Michael Jordan
but
has
not-
J's.
Here is where the money is.
but
though.
he's not as big.
Yeah,
He's-
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan's
But hey,
not as
look,
big.
the rest of the world wears Jordans, so
No,
Yeah, but they don't even know who he is.
Sorry.
Nike is.
Well,
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
wears Nike, wears Jordans,
That's
so you know who Jordan is.
Not everyone can afford
No,
that.
well,
motherfucker.
But
well,
just because you can't afford does not mean you know what. The Jordans, everyone knows what Jordans are. So if you know what Jordans are, you know where it
But
comes from.
You have to compare apples to oranges. You're talking about something that a game that is recognized internationally, where basketball is
Basketball
recognized.
is recognized
It is
internationally.
Not like soccer, though. Soccer is
Not
a-
like
No,
soccer.
basketball is.
Comparison
Yeah, I know,
soccer.
but it is recognized internationally.
Yeah, but not
There
like
are international
not,
basketball.
I'm saying I'm not saying as in an official aspect. I'm saying in the perspective of just like everyone.
All right, check it out. Check it out. Does he have a documentary for him?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dude,
There's one too
does,
many.
okay, so like
Does
the
he have
thing
his own
about this
clothing
guy-
line?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, he has
He does.
everything.
He has
What the fuck is
everything.
he called?
Wait, this guy has a clothing line?
Yeah, he has
Yeah,
a
yeah.
He has
clothing
his, he has his own. He has
What's
his
it
own
called?
clothing line. His
You see
own
that?
cleets.
Yeah,
His
he has
own
his own
soccer
cleats, his own
balls.
Fine. Movies were made of him.
Movies are made of him,
Documentaries
yeah.
were made of him.
Well, he ain't that famous guy. I heard.
Okay,
Jeff.
okay, that changes everything.
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
Kenneth, are you looking at the picture of the religion right now?
yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's-
I'm gonna
call
say
it-
it's gonna be maybe 250.
I'm gonna say 90.
Since it's an old card, is it mint condition?
It's
Gen-
near
is
mint.
it? Let me-
It's
hey,
near
Eight.
mint to mint.
Hey,
But it is an old ass card, so it's like I will have to say 200 the max. 200 max.
200 max. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 550.
550. Okay.
I'm gonna go with 450.
450. Okay.
I'll be surprised if it's more than 900.
Yo, if this is more than $100,000, I'm gonna die right now.
Okay. So Lou says $100. No, 900.
Yeah,
Okay.
900.
Cannon.
Oh, me?
Balls on your court.
Oh, no, I say 90.
$90. Okay. So this thing actually sold at auction today for a whopping 2,950. So almost
I win.
3K.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It is an old card. That's what it's like.
It's a really old card. Those aren't
it's
cards.
8
Yeah.
gen. Is PSA 8, but it's fucking
It's
old.
Diego Maradona. That's all you need.
Yeah.
It's the name, dude. The name is
The
what
name
sells
is
it.
what sell it. Yeah.
Mhm.
And you have to remember that rookie cards, for some reason, they're always more valuable than when they're.
Super more
Yeah.
valuable.
By the way,
Especially that
this-
I don't think that Panini Calzadori is still a company that is still in existence today.
Yeah, Panini's still around, but like when you think about the material for these cards, right? Like they weren't even cardboard, dude. They're fucking
Yeah.
paper.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So the fact that like you can keep one and still mint 8, that's crazy.
Mhm.
Because a lot of these deteriorate. Like when you find them old and like inside books and stuff like that, you grab them and they crumple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
that's crazy.
seen Pele's mid-tier car? The one
No.
that people told it is 10 grand. Oh, and mid 10.7, and that's
I don't know.
the
Yeah.
Pele, the one. Yeah. The first
So-
one.
Kenneth learned a little bit about another religion in this big old world of ours today.
Called soccer.
It solidifies my belief that they're all BS.
So I think this is the last one that I have for today. Oh no, I have one more. So this is Mike Mignola Mignola original Pokemon painting, and I know that most of you guys are gonna recognize him. So essentially, this is what he painted. This is the Pokemon painting, right?
Oh,
This is the artist, and he's famous because he's the one who created and pencils Hellboy. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Damn,
So-
that Pokemon looks like he needs some work, and then Dual Definitely like, damn, that's some badass art, but he made that. What the fuck?
I know, right? So we can agree that this picture is kind of shitty.
Yeah.
And this one was actually sold June 3rd, so this month again, for auction. And this was for charity. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So this picture sold at auction for charity, and it sold on June 3rd. Okay. So how much do you guys think it went for? Keep in mind the quality of the art.
for charity.
$6,000.
You said 6,000?
Because the only thing I say this is because comic book artists, because of what's happening in the world of comic book stores, they made a foundation, and within that foundation, artists all over the comic book industry have been auctioning off original pieces of work. Jim Lee's been doing it. Just like a whole plethora of different artists have been creating original art, and they've been selling for thousands and thousands of dollars because they've been donating all that money to charity to give back to those comic book stores that are, essentially been closed. So
And you said how much again?
I said 6,000.
Okay. Let me think. See, this is for charity. Charity things, especially from big names, they tend to sell pretty well.
Sell really, really well. I mean, because people are like, oh, this is for charity. Okay. And like just Jim Lee's, the ones he's done, they've gone up from anywhere like $2,000 to I think $8,000.
And has he done anything else?
Who Mike
he
Mignola?
drew
Yeah.
Batman too.
He's done a lot of other work.
Yo, if this is charity, this could probably even go for like 15K.
Yeah, it can go. It can go up.
What charity did this go to?
This is actually, I think went through exactly what Andres was talking about. This went to relief for COVID-19.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, that's
pretty
easily
pricey.
10 grand.
All up
COVID-19, 10
or
grand.
Heroes or something like that.
I'll say 10 grand.
10 grand for Lou.
COVID-19.
I'm gonna go with 50. I'm gonna go 15 grand.
15 grand. Okay. That's a generous. I like it. Kenneth, $2.
Oh, 150.
Nah, so you know how it's charity? It's probably more than $1,000. I can tell you guarantee that.
Yeah, I think Ruben is in the right place. I'm gonna say 11,000.
11,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Ray. Did Ray go to sleep?
No, I'm here.
20K.
20K. All right. Ray's like, I don't get up for charities. I'm sorry.
Okay. I don't get up for Pokemon. That's what you say.
So, check it out.
Wow.
Oh shit!
15K wasn't too far either. Okay.
Yo, I was
funny too because I was gonna say something stupid like 11,100 too.
Get out of here, dog. We don't need you ass here. It's actually 1,100.
I don't think anybody's gonna beat Kenneth anymore, right? I think he's like
Ken needs to just go up on these auctions and be like, okay, it's gonna sell for that much. Don't go for it.
Don't go for it. Don't do more. Just say it is a wise prize. Okay, so again for charity, right? And it happened here, Manhattan Beach, California.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's up?
So
where the money's at?
I know, right? Last thing. This is the very, very last one, and I think we're all emotionally invested on this on this next item. Like at some point, it has passed through our hands. Okay.
A GameCube controller.
A GameCube
controller. That could be a good one. That could be a good one, but even better. Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh! Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon First Edition NA booster box first print.
Oh,
not fair. That's money. That shit can go for $2,000. Like first print, like sealed.
First print sealed. Okay. And now remember that this is the same
I've seen
set.
Simply Unlucky open this. I think it's probably about $2,500 to $3,000.
$3,000?
Yeah, I'm gonna say about 2,500. Yeah, about 2,500.
Remember that this gives you bangers just like Plant Eater, right? Man Eater Bug, the very first flip effect monster in the game.
It was OP, man. You have to roll two of those.
Exodia the Forbidden One, right? Rigeki, which is still used today.
I still have that one too.
So, okay.
Got Blue Eyes.
Where's Blue Eyes, though?
So,
the most sort of dress.
It doesn't bring the Blue Eyes.
Yes, it's Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon, my guy.
No, but sometimes they just
that shit came in that and better. It got Blue Eyes in the cover. Can you imagine? Let's slap Blue Eyes on it. It ain't gonna be in it. Nah. I'd be pissed because that's how you sell it. Now I'm gonna get this Blue Eyes. It don't come in this box, fam. But Blue Eyes is right here.
Yeah, but you $5,000
you still
for the
get it
box.
from the poser. You still get it from the poser.
I'll have to say, damn.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm going with 2,500.
And you know what the thing is too? This is the first time. So this is Upper Deck, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they don't print anymore. So that adds to the value.
Okay.
But I think Metal Raiders is more expensive than this though.
Metal Raiders.
Yeah, but Metal Raiders is not in the chopping board here.
I know. That's what.
Legend of Blue Eyes was the first set, right?
Yeah.
Oh, come back to me. I'm thinking.
All right, that's fair. Who else was throwing? I mean, Josh went in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for $3,200.
$3,200 for a first ad sealed mint condition.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing I've seen this man open these boxes and he's pretty much said how much they go for. So it's gonna be around that range. Like it might not be 2,500, but it might be like 3,000 to like 2,000 to 3,500. It's around not gonna be that.
And this was an auction, right?
This sold at auction, and it sold in May. So that's recent, right? May 30th.
Auctions might be even more.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. And it's coming. It was free shipping, if that even matters. right? And it came from Hawaii. Okay.
Yeah, if I'm paying 3Gs, it better be free shipping.
I mean, maybe you're paying less than 3G, right?
I already said 2,500, so yeah.
I just said 32. What about you, Ruben?
I'll go in the middle between these two dudes, 2,800.
2,800. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Ray. I see Ray's doing the math. Brought up the calculator.
2,300.
2,300. So 2,300. Man, you guys are. Okay.
I could see it go 3,000, but 2,800 looks good.
What about you, Kenneth?
I'm gonna say 10,000.
God damn.
Anyway, he niggas like.
This guy going big, dog.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, I'll say 10,000.
God damn, he's going big, dog.
Does anybody want to change their bid?
I know it's gonna be more, but whatever.
You're so good.
Okay. Everybody wants to change. So this was sold at auction for
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
I said 10,000. I had the highest.
Oh my fuck.
I was like, nah, man, because I was thinking like Pokemon boxes from the first set, they go for like 20 grand. So I was like, nah, this has to be high. It has to be like at least like close to 15. I was thinking it was gonna be more than a painting. I didn't really think it was gonna be more than a painting.
13. Yo, could you imagine like being a kid and you bought boxes and you just didn't open them, and 20 years later you just like, shit, I'm about to fucking ball it.
You found those boxes again? Like you
I know.
them and you found them?
Fucking insane.
I know, right? That's fucking nuts.
That's crazy. And the thing is that we all bought boxes of this shit, or like we all bought like so many packs, dude. If we could have just save a box, fuck it, like let's not go for that.
One sealed pack, PSA graded 10 is like $500.
Yeah,
one pack.
It's crazy. Every now and then in Frankincense, they live cast whenever somebody buys and opens one of them, right? I think the last one I saw a base set, and they were like, "Oh, dude, like I'm gonna open it." Like seriously, and then they opened it and they got shit essentially.
So if you ain't weighing those sets, if you ain't weighing those packs, there's no reason to open them.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the stupidest thing, right? Like, but now people do it, dude. And there are like, and I guaranteed, right? There are like trailers out there, storage units that have this shit sealed, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. For 13,000, god damn.
Yeah, that makes me want to buy one set. Buy any set, buy double, keep one seal for like years. Yo, you still got that Sun and Moon set sealed?
What, mine?
Yeah.
Well, it's the one that Charizard comes out in. I still have
Burning Shadows,
and I didn't. Yeah,
that's the one.
I didn't pay for that one. Remember?
Yeah, you fucking lucky bitch.
Dude, if you have Steam Siege,
I turned in all my bulk and I got that in return.
Yo, man. You know what you do too in Pokemon? Buy the base set and hold on to that shit.
Yeah.
Any base set. Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon.
Buy a set that has Charizard or Mewtwo in it. It just holds it.
That's the set I got. That was the first.
And if it has it in like in the cover art, it's already that's money already.
Yeah.
Or if you get a high rarity, like if you get like a gold border Charizard, just keep it sealed. Because the odds of you get it ain't exist, but the fact that the card exists will make it go up in price.
Yeah. Right. So I have this. So when I was in high school, I think the only box I ever bought was a e-reader dragon, and so I have the entire set of commons. I essentially completed the whole thing, but I since sold every single card except for one. So it's a Salamence Holo. It's not an EX or anything, but though in that set we're doing reverse holofoil and just a regular holofoil.
Right.
Yeah.
So the reverse holofoil is about $10, right? But for some reason, and I have no idea why, the Salamence that is just the regular holofoil, there's 3 on the market everywhere that I've looked, and it goes for like between $60 to $72. And I'm like, dude, how?
Get it graded.
Get it graded.
integrated. I'm telling you
Yeah,
that now.
what set did it come out of?
E-reader Dragon.
Oh, well, there you go. E-reader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, e-readers.
Well, the
Right,
hollow,
right.
all the hollow were more scarcer than the reverse hollow.
Yeah.
That's why it's so much money.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, hold on to those treasures.
As a kid, you would need the mind of a god in order to see this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some people say, dude. Anyhow, well, that's all I have.
I think we're pretty much done for the night.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. By the way, I want to show you guys this toy. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh.
What the fuck?
Oh.
G.I. Joe Pin Edition. Oh, God.
No, this is Big Daddy D. Destro. It's fucking amazing, dude.
Oh God.
Destro Pimp Edition.
Yeah, so like this is the new version that was released today, and this is the conservative edition. Like this is the one that it's kind of like mainline, but then Hasbro Pulse dropped this shit on us today, and I was just like, God damn, dude.
Yeah, Hasbro's all like, we don't give a fuck.
They're just like, we got your money on point. Put on those pre-orders, baby. Yeah.
Well, fellas,
all right.
I need to go to sleep. I start work tomorrow.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, I start training tomorrow. Woo! That's funny because she when I was in the gym, she's like, "Hey, your background check came in." I'm like, "Oh, cool." She's like, "Yeah, come in Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, whenever you want." I was like, "What? Whenever I want?"
You're like
shit.
You're like the minions where they're all like, "What?"
Yeah, I legit was like, "What?" I was like, "Cool, I'll probably come Saturday. I'll let you know." And she's like, "Cool." I'm like, imagine that's how I was. I just come in whenever the fuck I want. Yeah, I'll be lit. Like, yo, I don't feel like working today. I'll come in tonight.
So, are you gonna be a personal trainer?
Nah, I'm just front desk.
Front desk.
Okay.
Cheer.
Nah, I'm not doing.
He's like, oh,
I actually
I'm
thought of being a
training,
personal
and I'm like,
trainer.
God damn.
I actually thought of being a personal trainer, seeing how I've been like doing this whole fitness shit, and I learned a lot. So, might think about it.
Yeah, but
Just don't be one.
Sucks.
Don't be one at Planet Fitness. So
I know that. Shit. Yeah, that's. I'm going to another gym or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But I actually thought about it.
Even then, like, they work on commission, which just kind of sucks. And if they don't make the quota, man, that's it. You're done.
Yeah. So, but I'm gonna be part time now, full time later. So I ain't complaining.
All right.
All right, guys. So, sign us off.
All right, guys. Thanks for checking us out. Make sure to check the link down below. We have all our social medias are there. And till next one. Peace. Any last comments?
Later.
Right, bye, guys.
See ya.
Check out Political Peasants.
Stay safe out there. Check out.
No, I gotta be the one promoting your own shit.
That's why I said check the thing below. They have all those
wear your masks out there, guys. Wear your masks.
Yeah, wear your masks. Don't be like the people in Orange County.
Don't be Florida.
In Orange County.
Don't be Florida and Texas where they gotta close up now again. So
yeah, that's true.
Hey, we're not falling apart.
No, I'm telling you, we're heading to the same fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be here for a whole year doing this damn thing.
Yeah, we're opening parks.
You just got your job, and they're gonna close that shit down.
I mean, at least I'll be guaranteed when it come out opens again. So
they'll be like, "Hey, you know how you said you didn't want to come until like Saturday? Why don't you come next?"
But
Saturday?
They're not gonna close businesses down. So
yeah,
that's the only sad thing.
We gotta learn, though. We gotta learn. All right, see you guys all later. Thank you very much for checking us out.
See ya.
Till next week.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be a short podcast.
I think it was the shortest out of
No, it wasn't. It was not.
About average, yeah.
Yeah, it's
it
about
was
the
like
same.
2 hours.
That's 3 hours.
3 hours, 17 minutes.